Cain?
Yes, indeed.
You've changed since you bowed out of the race.
Well, it's been hard, you know. I really had a long time to sit and discuss what it was I wanted to do. And I know exactly what I want to do, but it will not be what I do not want to do, because that is entirely my doing.
Now, you clearly haven't lost your great way of explaining things, so...
Thank you. I appreciate your comment, though your comment does not need appreciation. However, if it did, I would have appreciated it.
Mr. Cain, you're nothing short of articulate.
Well, I am.
Are you looking forward to today's meeting with Howard?
Absolutely. You know, Howard Stern understands me, and I will have a chance to present myself and my case to the entire American public, because they will understand that I know that they know that we both know what needs to be known.
And we now know that.
Yes.
Do you want to bring Herman Cain in right now, sit him down? Do you want to talk to him for a minute, or do you feel comfortable? We gave him the lines. I should have told him, you know...
No, I would sit him down.
Okay.
Right now, and...
Maybe you just want to make him feel, you know...
Yeah.
He's also Billy Crystal, should you need Billy Crystal.
By the way, I think we should sit him on the couch. You know what I was thinking? Should probably sit him down on the couch, and then after his segment, I think we should be done, maybe, unless I say to you...
Well, if it goes well, my feeling was if it went really well, I'd almost take him out and maybe bring him back later. If you felt it went really strong.
Okay. I'm not sure. You know, I got to see how it goes.
It's Robert. Robert is his name. Hey, Robert. This is
Hey, Robert. How you doing, man?
Morning, nice to see you.
Good to see you. It's not fun.
You know what? When someone drops out of a campaign race and you put a lot of money and heart and soul into it, you know what?
It's not fun.
You know.
You know.
We're going to give you these, and I'm going to adjust your microphone.
Yeah, I like it loud.
Well, right here is your...
Thanks.
You can go as loud as you want. I do it till my ears bleed.
Is that good?
Yeah.
You know, so, hey, Robert, we wrote a bunch of lines to help you sort of, you know, but you use them.
Yeah.
You know, we thought these were funny.
It's right here.
Your
mic is right here.
That's my mic here, yeah?
Yeah. Can I throw you? I'll help you adjust when you get back.
Thanks,
So,
man.
we thought these were funny. You can, you know,
Sure.
have fun with them.
Did you want to start in around Robin or foreign policy or just over extra?
We can go with. I'll interview you about Robin. I'll ask you about foreign policy. You just
Yeah,
go
whatever you are.
and then also you can just bring stuff up. You know.
No, I'll just go with you. I always just watch the conductor.
Herman Cain stopping by. You know, this guy, Herman Cain, to me, out of all these Republicans, he's the most fascinating of all time. And I'll tell you why. His story should be made into a movie, for my opinion. He's the greatest, because here's a guy. You got to remember, Herman Cain. I mean, nobody knew who he was. This guy's never served in any office. He was a pizza guy. And he decides to run for president. Now, why did he decide to run for president?
His life was going too well.
His life was going great. He wrote a book. The guy wrote a book. This is the way it really went down. He wrote a book, and he said, you know...
How do I promote this thing?
Donald Trump was the first one to do this. He wrote his first book, and his PR guy said to him, run for president. And he was like, I don't want to be president. He goes, no, if you run for president, the book will sell. And this book sold 1 billion copies. It really put Donald on the map. Mm-hmm. And so Herman Cain from the same playbook said, look, nobody gives a fuck about me, but I'll show up at some of these early Republican debates. I know I'm not going to win. I know I'm not going to matter. And nobody knows who I am. And quite frankly, I don't even know what I'm talking about.
But it's free publicity.
Yeah. You know, it's like when I ran for governor. It was fun. It was a fun stunt. And I got freaked out when I started winning. The pollstar had me going up over...
You had the same reaction, Herman Cain? Oh,
yes,
no.
Yes, this is why I know about this. I was up to 23%, and all of a sudden they're demanding to see... Like, they wanted me to open my books. I was like, what?
Wait a minute.
I'm not going to be the governor. I'm going to resign after 3 days. So Herman Cain decides he's going to promote his book. So he starts going on these Republican debates and this and that. Now, the field of Republicans evidently is so bad. I mean, this Mitt Romney can't get anybody to be for him because he's a moderate. And to win the Republican nomination, you've got to be a lunatic, you know. So all of a sudden, no one likes any of these candidates. And Herman Cain somehow becomes attractive to a lot of these Tea Party guys. I don't know what they wanted to prove, but they wanted to prove that they were for Herman Cain. And all of a sudden now he's like, oh, shit. I'm the front runner. They start looking into this guy. And before you know it, he fucked up his whole scene. He was getting chicks. He had girls. He was harassing people, allegedly. I mean, it is fantastic what was going on with this guy. He had obscurity. He had money. And now his book promotion went completely fucking baba flooey, if you know what I mean.
Well, just imagine having to go home.
Oh, now he's got to go face his wife. Nobody was looking into this guy. Yeah, he want to go fuck around. Don't worry about it. Nobody knows who you are. You know, when you're anonymous, nobody ever finds out you're fucking around unless they hire a private eye or some shit. The wife was happy. He was happy. He had a book. He was a CEO. No, it wasn't good enough. Listen, that shit will backfire on you. He never expected in his wildest dreams to be the front runner for the Republican nomination for the presidency of the United States. Even he was probably like, what the hell are these people doing? You know what it reminds me of? Remember the movie The Producers where,
Yeah, they wanted a bomb.
They wanted a bomb of a play. So they wrote Springtime for Hitler in Germany, and they said, we have to have the play bomb. It's a tax write-off. The play becomes a hit, and they're ruined. This is the same story as Herman Cain. I'm going to make it into a musical. I'm going out to promote my book. All of a sudden, I'm another schnook. It'll be fantastic. It's The Producers. The guy just wanted to promote a book. Gee whiz. Well, anyway, he is going to be in today. Sort of.
Yeah, but you'd have thought that he'd have headed for the hills long before it got this bad. He just kept staying there.
Because he was going to be president. He couldn't believe it.
Oh,
he goes, holy mackerel, someone's listening to me. I mean, what the hell? It's a crazy story, that Herman Cain story. It's the greatest story ever of all time. This guy comes out of nowhere. Not only that, he's never served in an office. He's never done a thing. He was a pizza guy, pizzeria.
He was the head of the restaurant association.
Yeah, he was the head of pizza.
And I told you what he was behind when he was head of the restaurant association.
Yeah.
I couldn't have waited for the general election just because of his background.
Right.
He was for smoking in restaurants.
Yes, he was. That's
and
true.
For being able to drink more and drive.
Right. Now that's a stance. Well, there's a guy you could really get behind if you're a bum. So the whole thing went nuts on him, and now he's got to deal with his wife and the distrust, and it's.
I don't know if he has kids, but it's going to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
The public scrutiny is nothing.
Hey, so I'm honored today to introduce to you a man who almost was the Republican nominee, Herman Cain. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me in today, Howard, and allowing me to present myself and my case to the American people. And may I say,
Uh-oh.
good morning, Ophelia.
Don't look over here.
I said to Robin this morning. I know you like Robin. We got your message.
I love Robin.
Yeah, but you say you don't sexually harass.
I do not sexually harass her. I have never sexually harassed her in my life. But Howard, I've never made a pizza pie as beautiful as Robin over there. I wish I was one of your toppings.
I bet you do.
I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, listen, you get online, you can go after him. You can contact the National Restaurant Association.
Yes.
I'll tell you, I was saying to Robin, your story is amazing because I really, you are a guy who wrote a book and you got it in your head that you're going to go and run for president. I think it was a book promotion. I don't think you ever expected to actually be the front runner.
I did not.
Yeah, and then suddenly you're the front runner, and everyone starts looking into you. He never in a million years thought he'd be the front runner, and then all of a sudden everybody piled on him, and they exposed all these women and all that.
Well, I was surprised myself because, I did not really have any women at all, Howard. I can't believe that people are accusing me of having extramarital affairs. Howard, I didn't do some of the things that I have been accused of. I did some of the things that I have been accused of, but the things that you think I didn't do.
Right.
The things that I did do, Howard, I was not accused of.
All right, well, there you go.
He wasn't accused. What did you do?
Well, what happened was, I walked into politics, pulled down my pants, and said, "Here is the Black Caucus."
Well, you are a fascinating man. You were asked about foreign policy and things like this.
And you said it wasn't important to know the names.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, that was crazy.
No, it's like this. We as Americans, Howard, we have got to address our national debt.
Right.
We owe so much money to Hungary.
Yes.
Hungary?
Is it, what? It's not Hungary?
No.
Oh. Well, that might explain my drop in the poll.
Now, your drop in the poll was because of the women, and the women coming forward, people lost faith in you.
Speaking of dropping the poll,
Yeah.
I'd like to drop my poll in Ophelia.
Ophelia.
Let's keep our mind on the issue.
You like Robin's middle name, right?
I love Ophelia because the word feel is right in it. And I would like to feel ya, Ophelia. Howard, you just keep on talking. I want to I-fuck Robin a little more.
Well, now you're really letting your pants down since you've...
But he never sexually harassed anyone.
That's right. Well, you are a good man. Let's bring in John Lieberman now with the headlines, and we'll get back to you, Mr. Cain.
I will wait patiently here for my next opportunity to address my public.
All right. John Lieberman, by the way, making an appearance on the wrap-up show yesterday. John, you're a newsman. This is Herman Cain.
What a pleasure.
Mr. Cain, nice to meet you.
Yes, sir, and you.
What was... you were the CEO of Godfather Pizza, right?
I was the CEO of Godfather Pizza.
Did you learn anything being the CEO of Godfather Pizza?
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I learned that I'm best off keeping my mouth shut.
Right. and then things run well.
Well, everything went wrong at Godfather Pizza. Not so much there, but at the National Restaurant Association.
Yes.
I don't know, man. It all went wrong. I was harassing the Wendy's girl.
Yes. Allegedly.
I put my hand up her skirt, and I felt both her double burger.
Now, John, you were on the wrap-up show yesterday arguing with Benjy. Did you hear any of the wrap-up show yesterday?
No.
It was remarkable. And, you know, really, I'm laying off the Benjy story. I mean, you guys can do what you want, but I've had it. I don't think Benjy's being honest. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if he's sleeping with this girl or if he isn't, but it's getting crazy. And then, yes, John.
Well, let me tell you this. We were laying off the Benjy story as well. But when I see a tweet at 8:03 a.m. while you, Howard, are in the middle of interviewing Chuck Zito, when I see a tweet come from Benjy's Twitter that is trying to sell his single or have people download his single on iTunes, I feel responsible to confront him about why are you tweeting during the show.
Well, you know, it's weird. I'll tell you this. While I was doing the show yesterday and we were talking to Chuck Zito, somebody slipped me a note here. One of the guys, I don't remember who, said that, hey, Benjy is tweeting during the interview.
Oh.
And, you know, it crossed my mind that, gee, Benjy's working for me right now. He shouldn't be tweeting. He should be concentrating on the show.
And his money comes from this show, not his music career.
Not from the single. The single is not going to generate anything.
Yeah, that's not how that happens.
No one will buy it. No one's going to buy that on iTunes. So all of a sudden I started to kind of get sucked in, and I was going to go, okay, I'm going to yell at Benjy now about tweeting. And then I just said, I'm not going to distract from the show. We're doing a great interview with Chuck Zito.
Chuck Zito doesn't deserve to be interrupted by that nonsense.
So I ignored it, and even though I was going to address it, I didn't. But then you addressed it on the wrap-up show, and Benjy went berserk. But you were 100% right, John. The fact is that when someone once, because Benjy was saying, I didn't tweet, I assume it was my girlfriend who tweeted, and he gave his girlfriend his Twitter account. And so I basically said, well,
why go ballistic? That's a simple explanation.
Right, but it's reasonable for anyone to assume
and ask a question
that if it's your Twitter account, you're tweeting.
Yeah.
There are really two issues here. The first issue is when I confronted Benjy in the hallway and asked him about this tweet, Benjy first he ignored me and closed the bathroom door. Then when he came out, he wouldn't address the questions. He started singing the song and everything like that. Some staffers have
I had the lyrics written down.
Look, he's eating healthy. That's a good thing.
Thanks, man.
Benjy, some staffers have said it's disrespectful to be tweeting during a Howard interview.
Who said that?
Jason Kaplan, for one.
Yeah, who else said that?
Do you feel it's disrespectful to be tweeting during the show?
Wait, I got no.
Okay. Then 2.5 hours later on the wrap-up show, Benjy has now had time to think about, come up with an articulate response, and his response was, I didn't tweet it. It was my girlfriend who I gave my password to. But as Howard said, Benjy's 80,000 followers believe whoever tweeted it, they believe whatever is coming from Benjy's Twitter is from Benjy.
Well, it's the same thing. Like Ashton Kutcher said, he's turning his Twitter account over to a PR firm or something. And yes, technically they're tweeting, but it's still him. He's still responsible for what comes out of there.
That's not the issue.
Yeah,
the issue is you guys are basically accusing me of stealing from you, stealing time. Right.
Well, why wouldn't we assume that you're tweeting during the show?
Howard, I have no problem.
So explain. It's like Robin said. So then just turn to somebody and say, "I'm not tweeting. My girlfriend is doing it."
I was angry that before I was asked,
and also John is saying, while you say your girlfriend was tweeting, he doesn't necessarily accept that. He's going to go investigate to see whether you were tweeting or not.
Well, before he throws out those accusations, he should find out if it's true or not.
Go ahead.
No, well, here's one thing that I really feel about Benjy, and I like Benjy.
Right.
But I feel like Benjy wants the attention, but then doesn't want to be held accountable.
Right.
So he's angry when I'm at the elevator to see what time he gets here to work. He's angry when I ask him questions, and my question,
You're
Benjy...
assuming I'm
my question,
about,
let me finish. My question, Benjy...
A tweet came out of your Twitter account.
That's fine.
So he asked you, did you tweet?
But before he asked me, he was asking... Jason and other people in the office heard.
Well, why shouldn't he assume that it's your Twitter account? You're giving people.
And if you hear the question I asked, Benjy, the question was: a tweet came from Benjy's account at 8:03. Your reaction, and I did my due diligence to know that it was your actual Twitter account. @Bronk is your account, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So I was asking, and then I asked you. All you had to say in the hallway was, Lieberman, listen, Elisa did it. She tweeted it, and then the story either changes or goes away. But instead of addressing it head on, you start singing the song. I don't want to hear the song. I want an answer.
You were putting it out that I stole from the show, and I didn't like that.
Did I said that?
He never said
What did I say?
Well, I'll have to get all the tapes.
He never said that.
I'll have to get all the tapes.
Get all the tapes.
Wait,
get every single tape.
Yes. Howard, if I Twittered during the show, it's basically, if you're not supposed to, it's basically stealing your time.
But he never said that. You're saying that.
I have one more point. And this is why it's reasonable to assume.
Are you tweeting during the show? It's either yes or no.
Before he asked me, he was putting it out there.
You're just kooky. You're denying something Howard, that is ridiculous.
Because it's not that big of a deal. But if
You're making a big
deal. If it is a big deal, then that's not the way a story like that should be done.
Benjy, can I say something? When you say John was putting it out there, we received dozens of emails and tweets telling us. So John followed up on that. So John was among many inquiring about it.
But before other people were...
And why do you want your girlfriend advertising the song for iTunes?
It's both our songs.
Yeah, but I mean, do you really think someone's going to buy the iTunes, that shit? And what?
Well, first,
are you doing it for charity or are you doing it for your profit?
Doing it for my profit.
Wow. You really think someone's going to buy that song?
Yeah.
Come on. Dude, you're better than that. That song's a goof.
It's
not a good song.
I think it's a great song.
It's a horrible song.
Well, it's a piece of art.
Have you heard the song, Mr. Cain?
You know, I have not, but this does lead me to a perfect policy point of mine, Howard.
Yes.
We need to educate our young people and make them smart so they can realize how stupid they are.
Right. You did make a lot of sense in that.
You're making a point.
Yeah.
999.
Right. That's your policy.
Yeah, that went away pretty fast.
What happened to 999?
999 went bye-bye-bye.
Right. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate.
It's gone. But I have a very important question for Benjy.
Yes.
What does your girlfriend look like anyway?
She's very hot.
Very
Is
beautiful.
she hot?
Big
you would
breasts.
definitely harass her.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Hang on. I got to make myself comfortable.
Now, getting back to this. Yes, John.
This is just my last question for Benjy, and then I'm over it. And this is really the key here. Benjy, 11 days ago, did you tweet from your Twitter account during a break here in the studio?
Yes, and I said I did.
Thank you. So one can reasonably assume then that it's not a wild assumption that Benjy would be tweeting at 8:03 yesterday from his own account.
Why do you give your girlfriend your access to your account? Like, I don't get that. I mean, why are you doing that?
We were just having fun.
Why can't she tweet on her account?
She does.
Oh. And then she gets on your account and says, don't forget to buy the song?
Yeah.
Has anyone bought the song? Be honest.
I don't know.
I say no.
I'm sure people have. I would bet
people could have had by accident.
But isn't it
hit the wrong
available?
thing.
You think people by accident?
Isn't it available on YouTube?
On YouTube?
But Howard, every song is available on YouTube.
I see.
That's not how it works.
So why would they want it from iTunes?
Then you can download it on your phone. You can download
get
it
a
on
pristine copy.
Oh, God, have that on your phone?
Because you want the...
Benjy would be the perfect candidate for Mr. Cain to consult with because he doesn't want to answer anything. He just stays on his own talking points.
That's right.
If I may ask.
Yes.
What's with all the tannin spray on Benjy?
Yeah.
That blotchy cracker is darker than my dick.
It's so true. I mean, no offense, the song's horrible, and it's...
I think it's a beautiful...
I met a girl on J-Date, was looking for another playmate, but this may be my shirt, my fate. She's making me wait, and it hurts.
My bashert, what is that, like a dessert? That was like the Blumpkin pie I had with Miss Beautiful Ophelia.
My bashert. It's Yiddish theater.
Is that Yiddish?
Yeah.
It's a pain in my tuchus.
Right.
I met a girl on J-Date, was looking for another playmate, but this may be my shirt, my fate. She's making me wait, and it hurts. I'm not your type,
I think the girlfriend.
Wow.
I think the girlfriend.
Spend hours a day talking about things that we hate and we like.
It's even making me flaccid.
We're always on Skype. Nothing gets in the way.
You're flaccid right now, Mr. Cain?
Right now, man. That song, it just took it right out of me.
Right.
I couldn't if I had to.
I love hearing your voice and what you have to say. I don't know what I'm
You had to hear the arguing going on the wrap-up show. It was really quite extraordinary.
Over this.
Over this, yeah. It was John Lieberman and Benjy, and they were just going berserk.
Greg, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, I love the Chuck Zito interview, but I didn't know if anybody noticed, but Benjy actually sent out a tweet during the Chuck Zito interview promoting his single on iTunes.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that did come up. The news is already working on that. You probably shouldn't tweet while you're working.
Yeah, a bunch of fairies were running around the office yelling at me about that.
Who are the fairies?
Like everyone that was making a thing about that. First of all, I did not tweet.
So who did?
I assume Elisa did.
She's got access to your account?
Yeah.
Holy shit. You gave her your password?
Yeah.
Doesn't she have her own Twitter?
Yeah.
So why'd she tweet on yours?
Because more people
it's
are on
fun,
his.
Yeah.
So how do we know when something's from you and when something's from Elisa?
I don't know. I guess you have to ask me.
Benjy, you need to take responsibility for it. Let's say it was Elisa. She knows you're on this show.
Right.
She knows there's an interview going on. It's irresponsible for you being in the
I don't think. Okay, so you want to address that? Is it irresponsible for me to give someone my password?
No.
Is it irresponsible for a tweet from Benjy Bronk? As far as I know, online comes out during an interview going on in the studio.
I don't know. I do not think that's irresponsible.
Well, it is because
what is it? Are there going to be car wrecks or something?
No, but I don't think Howard wants to be distracting from the show while the show is on.
Okay, first of all, I don't think she doesn't have Sirius. So, but yeah, she could assume
she knows where you are. You know this about Elisa. Nobody out there knows. They think it's coming from you.
So then they bring in John Lieberman, and then John goes at it with Benjy.
I asked you, was this your tweet? Now you've had 2 hours to think about a good response that this was actually Elisa tweeting it out.
Say that
Why not initially?
I'll tell you why, dude. I'll tell you. Let me fucking answer. Let me fucking answer. Let me fucking answer that question.
Let him fucking answer.
Because I don't like, and you guys, I like you as a person, as Ashkenazi.
Why? How do we know you even like him as a person?
It's on my Twitter.
As an Ashkenazi, just get to the point.
So fuck you, man. Anyway, listen. I don't like this thing with the news when they come and they assume a fact, and before the fact is proven, they start yelling at you about it and saying, people say it's disrespectful that you're doing this.
Okay, then let's pull the Howard TV tapes.
Yes.
And see at that time at 8:03.
And before that, you told me Jason said this.
But how is it not reasonable to assume that your Twitter, which you and
but don't go around saying, don't
hear
go
me
around
out.
saying,
Hear me
don't
out.
go. No, hear me.
You got your chance.
We did a story.
It was wild in there. But it's enough with Benjy and this girlfriend, I'm telling you. But I did get distracted yesterday because everyone was handing me notes that Benjy was tweeting.
So thank you, Benjy.
I wasn't.
But you are. If your girlfriend's tweeting, it's you're tweeting. It's coming from your account.
But the problem that you have...
All right. But it did cause a disruption.
The problem that you guys have with it wasn't that the tweet came out. It was that you thought I was doing it.
Anyway,
no, that it was now coming into Howard while he's trying to interview Chuck Zito.
Robin.
Robin? That is my name.
Hi.
Anyway, Robin Ophelia, right?
Robin, do tweets from your account ever come on during the show?
Yes, and they're addressed.
Are they? Is that a distraction?
Yes, and it's not right.
It's not?
No, it's not
she admits when she's wrong.
I disagree with you, but if it's a policy, I'll address it.
Did you have this problem as a CEO of Godfather Pizza?
Yes, I had many problems, and I have to say, I'm sitting right next to Robin, and Robin, you remind me of Obama's famous word change. Because every time I see your beautiful breasts, I have to change my sticky underpants.
Wow.
My goodness, do you think this is appropriate?
Doesn't matter. He's not running for
conversation. I guess he's no longer a candidate.
He's no longer a candidate. He can say whatever he wants.
Now I can say what's on my mind.
Right.
And let me tell you something. There's a lot of hot chicks on the street.
Right.
I'm so upset that my wife knows what my shenanigans are now.
Right. Yeah, well, you shouldn't have run for president. Now your whole scene's been blown.
Everything's out.
I had some great foreign policy, though, Howard.
You did.
The country would have been a lot better had they listened to me. You know, when I was at Godfather Pizza, there were times that I agreed with people, and there were times that I didn't agree, and sometimes I think we need to agree that we don't agree. However, sometimes I think I will not agree that we agree unless we can't agree because I can't agree to agree.
Well, you know what? You made a lot of sense.
That's about as clear as mud.
All right, so anyway, John Lieberman from the Howard 100 News. What do you have for us in the Howard 100
I just want to, and then I'll be done with Benjy, I promise. But, Howard, can you declare that no tweet should come out from the show from staffers' personal accounts? Do you agree with that?
During the show.
During the show, from 6 until 10:30, is that a reasonable rule?
I don't think that people should be tweeting when they're supposed to be at work, working. Now, there's a technicality here. Benjy's claiming it's his girlfriend. I don't know if, in fact, it could have been Benjy's girlfriend. Maybe it wasn't. I would say concentrate while you're here. It's only 4 hours. And the rest of the day, tweet all you want. That would be a good rule, I would think.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think it would be. Now, he's saying, listen, it was my girlfriend, so who knows? But I don't know what's going on.
At this point, I do.
Same effect, Howard.
Exactly, right. Robin, exactly. At this point, I believe that it was Benjy's girlfriend from some other background we did. But regardless, the 80,000 followers of Benjy believe that tweet came out, and that's all that matters.
And then what happens is I start getting calls and things in the office. Benjy's tweeting during the show, and it becomes a big distraction.
Right.
So I would prefer not, but, what can I tell you? I mean, it's constant with this guy.
Oh, come on.
Now that this all started, and he's loving the attention.
I know, because here's the email. You ready? I don't believe Benjy for 1 minute when he says he and his girlfriend sleep naked and they don't have sex. A normal woman is not going to sleep nude in the bed with a man unless she's going to fuck him. As a woman, I can tell you, when we love a man, we want sex as badly as he does. So why wait? Especially if you two are now, in love. Benjy, she is using you so you can keep her name active on the radio. You know what? I don't believe that exactly, because I don't believe she could really live with herself if she has to sit there and fuck Benjy for radio mentions.
I don't know this girl.
I don't think she would do that.
I don't know her. I don't know what she's capable of. I don't.
She seems like a nice girl.
Anything.
If she's with Benjy only because she wants to get mentioned on the radio, that's horrible. I feel bad for her.
She's in love with me.
You know that.
She's yes.
Why is she still holding? I mean, are you guys still waiting on sex, intercourse?
I almost rather not talk about that because everyone's saying she gets so much shit about that, and I don't want to talk about that.
Well, that's fair enough.
It is.
If you were having sex with Benjy, would you want people to know?
I wouldn't.
All right. That's fair. You're a woman. You can relate to that. If you for some reason went out of your mind and started having sex with Benjy, do you really want it discussed?
It would have to be on the QT.
Right.
That's true.
That I understand.
Over my dead body.
Would you?
If Benjy gets some of that tookie before me.
Would you? If Robin said right now she'd have sex with you, Mr. Cain, you would do it, right?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes.
Oh my. I would.
But you're married. Wait a minute. You're on the air. You're still married.
I don't think he realizes he's on the air.
If you thought Godfather's Pizza delivers in 30 minutes or it's free, wait till I get to you.
Oh my.
With my extra large.
You love her. She's your type.
She is Robin is absolutely so gorgeous. Robin, if you would put your hand inside my lap, I could get you to be the senator of Utah. Robin.
Yes.
Ophelia.
Robin Ophelia, you want to be the senator, don't you? Ophelia. All the way to Utah.
No, could he explain his position on abortion?
Yeah, talk real quick, and then I'll let John Lieberman, because John's a newsman. He might be able to ask you a few questions.
Well, I would like to, I think in general, Howard, that my campaign was misunderstood. I loved my time on the campaign trail.
Yes.
I loved meeting the Cubans in Florida. I learned how to say delicious in Cuban. Do you know what the word for delicious in Cuban is, Howard?
What is it? Well,
believe me, it's delicioso. And do you know delicious in Vietnamese? Do you know how you say that?
How do you say that?
Tong dong.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty good. In Italian, it's delicioso. I got much more going on than that, Obama.
Yeah, well, the question was, what is your stance on abortion? I'll let you think about it, because I really want you to be clear.
Yeah, really be clear this time.
I really want you want to think about it while John does this?
Yes, you go.
All right. Take your time.
The last thing I want to do is be misunderstood 5 months in a row.
Okay.
Hey, Howard, can I say one more thing about this?
No, I'm done with you.
When you were accused of, and it was wrong, you didn't do it, of buying the strip of the car.
Right.
You don't like when people, before they find out about it, if they go ahead and put that out there.
But Benjy, it's not the same thing. In other words, this is your Twitter account.
Right.
You have tweeted before during the show, according to John, when we were in commercial break. Anything that comes out of your Twitter account, he's assuming you tweet.
But I should be asked before they put out.
It wasn't put out, Benjy. This is what bothers me so much. Okay? People build stories all the time in journalism that don't get published or don't get broadcast because the facts change, things change. This story was not broadcast.
I didn't say it was broadcast.
Right, he was asking.
You just said it was put out.
Put out to people in the office.
I was conducting interviews to find out what the truth was.
The first thing was you should have checked with me.
I did, Benjy, and you give me the same old bullshit.
You sang.
The first thing.
You sang.
Because I'd already heard it being talked about.
Benjy, you just accused a man of not asking you first. He asked you and you do shtick and you sing.
He didn't ask me first.
He asked you and you sang. Why did you do that?
Who'd you ask first?
Benjy, I asked Jason for his reaction to the tweet that came from your account.
Listen. You've gotten sucked into the Benjy.
All right, I'm done. I'm done with it.
Listen
I'm done
to me,
with
John. Look at me. You're fairly new to this game. He sucks everyone in. Right. He does. This is what he does. And nobody cares. He's got you in his grip right now.
I do.
He does.
I do.
He's playing with you.
He's playing with you.
And now you're beshoot.
I'm done with it.
Good. That's what I'm saying.
Let's move on.
I'm trying to help you here.
Yeah, and I appreciate
You're going to go out of your fucking mind otherwise. You're arguing with a guy who he wants this.
I will continue to hold Benjy, in addition to everybody else, accountable.
If you wanted to kill a starving man, you know what you do? You don't feed him. You're feeding him.
You're feeding the vortex.
You're feeding it. You're in the Benjy vortex.
And I'm getting dizzy.
Mr. Cain, are you ready to discuss abortion?
Yes, I do.
What is your opinion on abortion?
Well, Howard, I want to be 100% clear on this. I want to leave absolutely no stone unturned.
Yes.
I am 70% against abortion.
70%.
And 40% for it.
Right. Who are you, Sal?
In fact, I would like to say I firmly stand for a woman's right to choose, except in cases involving rape, incest, or pregnancy.
I see. So you're for a woman's right to get
choose.
an abortion.
Yes.
Unless she's been raped.
I think I am for a woman's right to choose unless she chooses not to sleep with me.
No, you're for a woman's right to choose unless she is raped.
Yes.
Or has
incest.
Or has sex.
Or is pregnant.
Is pregnant.
Right.
Oh.
That would change everything. That's a game changer, Howard.
Right. You see why I can't get a straight answer out of Mr. Cain? He says he's for it and against it at the same time. All right, listen, John. Let's get back to Howard 100.
All right, let's get to a couple headlines quickly. We've wasted too much time.
You're not kidding. The whole show's been a waste of time, quite frankly.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's start with a little bit of Sal news. Sal getting assaulted in the coffee room after running his mouth, and we have the exclusive audio and the video at Howard 100 News. It started with Sal running into Jason Ellis. You had Jason on the other day, SiriusXM host, recent guest. Sal cracked some jokes about Jason's tattoos. The next thing you know, Jason lands a solid kick right on Sal's thigh, and this was for real.
Wow.
We gave Howard TV the videotape. Sal starts writhing in pain. He needs aspirin. The next day, he comes in limping a little bit.
For the tattoo on your face?
Hey,
I thought Mike Tyson had bad ink. Holy shit.
Love is blind. Love is blind.
Yeah, and so is your tattoo artist.
What is that, a heart?
Yeah. With an A in it?
Yeah.
What does the A stand for?
Andrea.
Oh. Who's Andrea?
I lied. It actually stands for,
Anal.
Asking.
Oh, that hurt so bad. Oh, God.
This was a serious assault in the coffee room, all because Sal couldn't keep his mouth shut.
Well, Sal thinks when someone's a guest on the show, they become his property, and and everyone gets him and understands him. So he probably, what did he say to Jason about his tattoo?
He mumbled like, "What's the A on your face for? Asshole or anal?"
Oh my
stuff
God.
like that.
Wow.
And then Ellis just wasn't having it. And now we have learned that some of this was planned out, premeditated by Ellis, because he had his producer trail him with a camera. Ellis wanted to attack Sal earlier in the day.
Really?
Up here, because Ellis just thinks Sal is kind of a smartass and, was cracking stuff up here. So he actually planned it, grabbed Cullen, his producer, with the camera to document this attack in the kitchen. You'll see it on Howard TV. We gave them the video. It's good video.
But he doesn't like Sal, is what you're saying. That's real.
He doesn't like Sal's remarks. He doesn't like Sal's smart-ass attitude about everything, and he took this opportunity to land a solid kick on Sal.
But he can't go around setting, punching people out and stuff, right? Over here at work. But, but Sal, you got to watch what the fuck you say.
Leave people alone.
Yeah. What did you say?
Well, first of all, Alice and I do get along.
Right.
Okay.
And apparently what I didn't know is that all day long, just as a goof, because Alice is into martial arts and whatnot, he was kicking people in the leg.
Right.
And I fell into his trap because when I saw him, I started making fun of his tattoo on his face. I said, I thought Mike Tyson fucked up his face. Holy shit, look at you.
Right.
And we were giggling, and then I said, what's the A for, asshole? And then boom, the kick came in.
Wow.
But
why did you say that? You don't even know the guy.
No, Alice and I have spoken quite a bit off the air.
On.
No, I was in the lunchroom.
Sal, he going up to a guy and calling him an asshole?
Well, you have to remember, Howard.
What are you, Don Rickles without the jokes?
No. We would just kind of we've done that type of banter before, but I wasn't aware that Ellis.
Is it a joke if you go up to a guy and hit him in the head with a hammer?
Not if you've spoken to
you're
before.
Going up to a guy, hey, what are you, A for asshole? Who's gonna like hearing that?
Well, it's Ellis, and we have joked around in the past. I wouldn't do that to a complete stranger.
Mr. Cain, is he reading the situation improperly?
I just want to say, Howard, in this holiday season,
yeah,
we need to be together. We need to love one another. And I want to wish my Nubian princess Robin a happy Kwanzaa.
A happy Kwanzaa.
Yes, and Herman has a special gift for you, baby, neatly wrapped in my pants.
Wow, all right.
There you go.
He doesn't even hear Sal.
You are super focused on Robin.
I can't help myself.
Robin Ophelia.
Ophelia.
So I took my shot like a man. I did break his balls, and I'm good with it. And we were just having some fun.
Were you bruised?
Yeah, I was limping for quite a while.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Sal said he would never do this to a complete stranger, but didn't you walk up to Russell Simmons and say that you were the White Devil and start goofing on him?
I didn't goof on him, but I did imply that I was joking about myself.
Dangerous, I swear.
Not anymore.
You're dangerous to yourself.
Yeah, I've been in quite a few altercations like that by opening my mouth.
There's one more good Sal story that we have, and one of my more interesting moments here at the show so far. Sal nearly slept through his stop recently on the train, but the guy next to him, a guy named Mitch Cohen, was nice enough to wake him up. Well, Sal gets off the train. He starts banging on the window and pointing to this guy and pointing at the ticket that Sal had left wedged in front of the seat, because Sal still had $93 left on a $100 ticket.
Oh.
So Sal is wildly gesturing, according to Mitch Cohen. Mitch is a fan of Sal's. Mitch goes home, Googles, finds Sal's email address, emails Sal. Long story short, comes up here, delivers the ticket. Sal gives him a tour. While I'm interviewing both of them, Sal turns to Mitch and goes, I am so thankful to you. If you had a vagina, I'd bang you right now.
Wow.
To this stranger that he just met. And I'm thinking to myself, where the hell am I?
You're on the Howard Stern Show, you fucking idiot. That's where you are. I mean, what type of question is that?
This guy's a complete stranger.
So what?
He
delivered me
and
a
you're
ticket.
talking about shaving his asshole and all this stuff.
In other words, Sal, you don't know the sensibilities of the guy.
Yes, that's very true.
That's John's point.
Yeah, well,
Same with Jason Ellis. You don't really know him. You're calling him an asshole. I mean, people are going to get
Yeah,
steamed.
But is it right for us to carry a camera with a premeditated?
No, it's not.
Well, that's another issue.
Mr. Cain,
yes,
what do you make of all this people's?
First of all, I want to say Mitch Cohen.
Yeah,
he saved you, Sal.
He sure did.
Thank God for the Irish. That's number one.
Mr. Cain, what do you make of people? They can't get along. Is that the problem in the country?
Absolutely. You know, people aren't brave enough, Howard. They need, you know, this country needs a real man for president. For example, myself, I had colon cancer. It metastasized to my liver. I was given 30% chance of survival. But here I am in your beautiful, serious studio, running for president practically, and cheating on my wife.
Right. But you're not running for president.
Well, let's see that Mormon pussy Romney get as much dookie as I did.
Well, we'll see. All right. Well, you're a fascinating man. Anything else, John?
Hey, Howard,
yeah.
I just want to bring up one more Sal thing. Didn't you go in and tell Jon Stewart you didn't think he was that funny when he hosted the Grammys?
Yeah, that's true. And that was
Sal doesn't think.
No, but I'm trying to think more.
Debbie the Pet Lady, as long as John Lieberman is defending himself, Debbie the Pet Lady's on the phone claims she's pissed at John Lieberman. Do you know about this?
I think so.
I heard a report about Debbie on the news yesterday.
It's weird being a reporter. Everyone gets pissed at you, right? I mean,
I'm used to it. It's just a different dynamic here.
Yeah. Debbie, what's the grief? What's the
beef?
The beef, not the grief. What's the beef?
Hello?
Debbie?
Hello?
Yeah. Hi, what's your beef with John?
I know, fucking stupid. That John is a fucking piece of shit, all right? He was supposed to help me go after the fucking Ed Stern, okay?
All right, you talking about Ass Napkin Ed?
Fucking shit on me. And you knew you weren't supposed to post that shit on me. I told you when he was using that shit against me.
What is going on?
Debbie, Debbie, how many hours have I spent calming you down over the past 3 days? How many conversations have we had? And you told me yesterday, I'm your saving grace. Did you not tell me I'm your saving grace yesterday?
I never told you were my saving grace.
You didn't? I have it on tape.
Fucking lie, you little fucking lie. Play that shit back then, fuckface, okay?
Why is she so upset?
Here's why she's upset.
Debbie, have a little respect. He's a newsman.
I'm sorry for your news, but they're in cahoots, these two.
Are you in cahoots with Ass Napkin Ed?
Okay?
Wait. Who's in cahoots, Debbie?
You're in cahoots with that Shelly fuck bitch, too, okay?
I believe she's referring to Shuli.
I know you're down with that fuckface, and don't play me. You're all trying to cover up, and you won't let me tell the truth. And you want to.
What is she talking about, John?
Here's what she's.
You're wrong, me.
let me boil it down.
You took the job?
No, don't mention the shit. And I want it off the news now.
What is the cover up?
Let me boil it down. Debbie was very upset that Ass Napkin Ed allegedly was threatening her over the weekend to release some personal information about her. Okay? She said she wanted to get out in front of it so that Ed wouldn't somehow start spinning his own tail.
Okay.
So she revealed to me some details about her criminal past. She revealed details about her criminal past to me.
Yes.
She said we should broadcast it, in fact, because she wanted her side out there before
fair
Ed
enough.
could reveal it. Now, Debbie, we told the story in a very fair way. In fact, I said that it was 30 years ago, it was in your past, and now you're moving forward with
what
your
happened,
life.
Debbie? What was the criminal act? Debbie.
What? How?
What was it? I didn't know you had a criminal past. What is the past?
Doesn't matter, because the whole fucking world knows
Well,
now.
why'd you tell everyone?
I didn't tell them. I told the stupid news.
Well, that's the news. That's what they do.
No.
Wait, maybe Mr. Cain can say something here. Can you
Can I
say
just
something
say-
to Debbie?
Yes, I would like to say
the
that.
president here. I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
No.
yeah.
I just want to say, when I hear all that screaming and crying and cursing, reminds me I got to phone home.
Right. You've got some explaining to do. All right, Debbie.
Well, you know, it's for the president of the United States. I mean, I don't want to be disrespectful to you, but, you know, you shouldn't be playing around on the air the way you are with the sexual shit, okay? Because
Yeah, what about that? She's making a good point.
You shouldn't be doing this on the air.
Well, I would like to
You're
address
making
that.
yourself really look like shit now, and it's
Mr. Cain, Debbie says that you're making light of sexual harassment, and she
Debbie-
doesn't like it as a woman.
Debbie,
and that's why you shouldn't even be a president.
Let him
I'm
answer.
sorry.
Let him
But
answer you,
now,
Debbie.
let me address your question and comment.
Yeah.
Because I'd like to. Debbie,
I have no respect for you.
Hold on a
Sorry,
second.
I'm just in a bad
Let him
mood
answer,
right now.
Debbie. Let him answer, and then we'll get back to
My
your
gosh,
problem.
I feel like Rodney Dangerfield.
Right, getting no respect.
None
Okay.
at all.
Right.
Okay, now, Debbie, you've heard of LBJ
Yes.
and JFK?
Right.
Well, I'm PPP.
Right.
Pizza, politics, and pussy.
Well, you're making a joke, and that's what Debbie doesn't like.
That's what she doesn't
you're
want.
a congressman in the United States, going to be a president.
Well, he's not a
He was
congressman.
never a congressman.
I was this close, Debbie.
He was almost a
You're
president.
playing around like this because it's making you look more bad, disrespectful to the United States of America here.
Right. What do you say to Debbie and the women
What are
out
you
there?
doing on Howard's show anyway? I don't understand.
Well, Debbie, we want him on. I mean,
I would
this
like
is an
to
exclusive.
Say, and this is an exclusive, and I purposely came here to Howard's show. It's the only place I would go.
Howard Stern.
I mean, Debbie, this is a big deal for me.
Debbie.
Yeah, don't get in our way.
Now,
Yeah.
listen, Debbie, if
I
you
didn't
came to
come
the
up here to
studio.
fight with the president. I'm sorry.
All right, but Debbie, he's not the president, but he does want to answer your accusation.
But I would like to say, Howard, I mean this too.
Yeah,
I would like to shove my tongue down Debbie's throat if I didn't think she'd run to fucking Gloria Allred.
Right. Well, Debbie, look.
Oh, he's making me sick. I can't.
All right, I'm gonna shut him up and let you get back to John Lieberman.
Please, I'm not.
John, you say Debbie called you, from what I understand, that she had some sort of criminal thing that she wanted to get off her chest before anybody found out about it.
That is correct. So,
All
Debbie, let me ask you this:
John, the truth here. Tell the fucking truth, okay? Because I called you up. I had all the proof on Ed, what he was doing to me, how he was making threats and going to get people to hate me off the Stern Party thing and everything else.
Debbie, I was protecting you by not releasing secretly recorded conversations. You recorded Ed secretly. I was protecting you by not releasing that.
That sounds very nice.
I have to record him secretly because you know what he lies about me. He's been trying to get me off the Stern show. Now he did it.
Debbie, you're not going to be off the Stern show.
Yes, you are going to take me off.
No, I'm not.
You don't want to deal with me. I'm a sick fuck now. Everybody thinks I'm a psycho fucking perfect, and they don't
Debbie,
understand me because
Ed doesn't control this show. I do. No, I control it. How do you figure Ass Napkin Ed controls this show?
you have no clue what he did to me.
Well,
Nobody
without your
cared.
knowledge,
I
he's
left
doing it,
his
apparently.
messages with Will and everybody. They filled out the machine. I'm sure him and his little buddies there.
Debbie,
and the
how
fucking
could
machine
Ed
looked like
get
a
you off the
sicko.
show?
And I'm not the sicko.
How could Ed get you off the show?
Pull.
He's got pull. I'm the guy. I'm Howard Stern. I'm telling you,
And
there's no
you never
pull.
talk to Ed.
I never speak to Ed.
God, pull with your peoples there, Howard. Not
No.
you. Your peoples.
They don't. These people don't have any influence on me.
Got the pull.
So what is the criminal background?
Debbie, I heard the report and I thought it was wonderful.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I was like, wow, she's really changed her life. You never hear a story like that.
Well, like I said, yeah, I had problems in my past. I didn't want to.
You had problem. Well, it sounds uplifting. You straightened yourself out.
I did. I had a bad past. You know, nobody wants.
Mr. Cain, isn't that what it's about?
Everybody gotta know it now. Because
Oh my gosh.
Mr. Cain, isn't that what it's about? People like Debbie, Americans who can turn it around.
Second chances.
Absolutely. Howard, I could not agree with you anymore. May I ask you a question,
Sure.
Howard? Where's the best place to jerk off here at Sirius? I've been doing a lot of pumping off since my wife found out about my shenanigans.
All right. But listen, Debbie, I think it's great. I don't know what you did. I didn't hear the report.
Thank God you didn't hear the report.
Tell me what you did.
Put the report away. Put it away.
All right, but what did you do?
I was in jail, okay?
For what?
It was a long time ago. It was attempt murder. It was original charge was attempt
You lost your temper, I guess?
attempt murder, and he dropped it down. I had to take a plea to assault, and he gave me a 2 to 6 sentence.
Well, it sounds like you've gotten your anger issues under control.
I do.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
All right.
I haven't had any bad problems since then. I've been a
No.
good father and everything else. I'm not a bad person. I don't want people to fucking twist this shit around.
I think you're terrific.
asshole.
I like you.
Yeah, Howard, would you fucking hire me after you found out? Shout it!
Wow.
Wow. All right. Well,
Just another day in the Howard 100 newsroom.
all right. Thank you, John Lieberman. You've done an
Wow.
excellent job, I guess. It sounds like you're in the trenches. This is a guy. John used to be a legitimate newsman, you know. Let me tell you, Mr. Cain, it has been an honor to have you here today.
It's a pleasure. And thank you for letting me state my case, Howard.
Is there anything you'd like to say? I'm not asking any specific questions.
I think that, he had to drop out of the race, suspend his campaign, and I don't really think that he had a chance to say everything that he wants to say.
If I may, I'd like to give you a forum now. Is there one statement you can leave us with before you leave today?
Absolutely.
Right.
Howard, my campaign does continue. Howard, I started a website, thecainsolutions.com. There, I list my ideas, proposals, and plans to make this country great again.
Yes.
And at the top of my list, get Robin topless.
T-O-P-L-E-S.
Ophelia.
Well,
yum, yum.
Robin, that's got to be pretty heady stuff for you. This guy was almost the Republican nominee.
It's pretty amazing,
That's right, yep. Toke, you say you're a Herman Cain fan, right?
Yeah, if I knew that Herman Cain was this funny, I would have backed him the whole way.
You're now a fan.
Now you're a fan. You know, Mr. Cain.
I'm a fan now.
You can still donate to my campaign.
Toke does make a good point. Today, you're showing yourself to be a fun guy. You're open and honest. Does the campaign, in a way, force you to be something you're not?
It does, Howard. It makes me think of things that I don't otherwise think of, so that when I do think of them, they are thoughts, but not necessarily well thought out.
Right. And, I think a lot of people can learn from you.
And I think Robin should give him some.
Could you convince Robin? Can you say something?
You'd have to be very persuasive.
It's clear you want to go out with her.
There are some things. Robin, when I hear you speak, I get a raging hot on. So come on, Robin. Are you ready to raise a little Cain?
Wow.
How's that? I think I'm winning her over, Howard.
You are winning her over.
Robin, just for me. Do
these lines really work?
Don't you want to raise a little Cain, Robin? Come on.
Just for me, Robin.
What?
Just say, "Oh, Herman, it feels so good." Oh, yeah.
You're one of those guys who sometimes I hear you talk about yourself. You call yourself Herman Cain. I mean, you talk in the third person.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Because
is that effective?
Herman Cain believes that Herman Cain's effectiveness is based upon Herman Cain's ability to connect with Herman Cain's public.
Right.
So in conclusion to this particular statement, I would like to say that Herman Cain is one fine individual who you will look for on the next ticket, because Herman Cain draws people, and people love Herman.
All right. Well, I don't know what your future is going to be, but wish you the best. I mean, I don't like the shenanigans with the women.
Why?
Well, because listen, you can't you can't go around harassing people. You understand? Although you're doing a great job of it today with Robin.
Is it harassment when I'm offering cash?
Wow.
No.
At that point, isn't it business, Howard?
Yeah.
And isn't this country based on capitalism?
Absolutely. And you love it.
Cash for service, service for cash.
You love Robin. And that's what I love. And I love Robin, too. That we agree on. Agree on.
Where is the door to that glass booth?
Nobody point that out.
I would like to get right up next to that glass booth right now and do a scene from Midnight Express.
Well, Robin, you've always charmed every one of our guests.
I guess. I had no idea.
And you've done it again.
Herman Cain, 2016.
2016. Make your check out now, brother.
All right. Thank you, Toke. All right. Mr. Cain, thank you again.
I'm sure you're very busy trying to avoid your wife.
Yes, I have to hop on a plane as soon as I get out of here because I can tell she's close by.
And, you got a lot of explaining to do to your wife.
It's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
But you know what, Howard? Chicks dig me.
They do, evidently.
You can talk her down, right?
You can say whatever you want. Chicks dig me, and I'm going to tell you why. Because they like my message. It's clear, it's concise, and I'm packing in my pants.
Right. It's 999 is your message.
999. I got it, baby.
I think it's referring to inches.
Yes. 9 inches, 9 inches. That's 9 inches long, 9 inches around.
Right.
And the other one is just a pizza because you get hungry after all that fucking. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Well, let me tell you something. It's been an honor.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for coming in here. I'm getting to know you a lot better.
If I do become president,
yes,
you know who I'll ask for vice president.
Well, you're only suspended, huh?
I only suspended my campaign.
Who will be the vice president?
First of all, let me tell you who the first lady will be.
Yes.
Robin Ophelia. The first lady of the United States. Robin Ophelia. And you will be my vice president.
One thing I know is Robin always tried to work her name Ophelia into it, and you say it, and you love the name Ophelia.
I'm ready to drop it.
You don't like it? Creeps you out?
It's not only a name, it's a command.
Ophelia.
Ophelia. Ooh, it's getting hot in here. I do declare, these lights, or is it just...
By the way, coming up next, Joe Paterno to profess his love to Robin.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes, and Jim Sandusky for his love for Robin's nephew.
Right. Well, you have really charmed everyone.
Thank you. It was a pleasure being here. And I do
you
hope
answered
I come
some
back
tough
again.
questions. Yes, absolutely. And you've answered a lot of tough questions.
And I hope I put to rest the concept of me beating around the bush or not being well informed. You understand?
Right. No, you seem to really be up on the issues.
I say bring our boys out. Get those troops out of Greenland.
We're not in Greenland. Let me tell you something. I know you're joking about that, but you've said a lot of...
I hope he's joking.
I think you're joking. You've said a lot of very intelligent things.
Thank you,
especially
sir.
about Robin.
They are from the heart.
Right. And I like that you're faithful to Robin, at least.
Absolutely.
Right.
I only wish that when I was in charge of Taco Bell that I could have had
Taco Bell.
I wanted a chance with Robin's Taco.
Well, you work for
Bell.
I thought it was Godfather.
I think you're joking, right?
I'm kidding. You
Right,
know that I'm only kidding.
I see.
Hardly. What I wouldn't do to you, baby.
Of all the pizza pies you made, has there ever been a pizza pie as beautiful as Robin?
No, there has never been one as beautiful as Robin. I want to get the toppings of those gorgeous black boobies right on top of that pizza.
Right.
No beverage necessary.
All right. Well, listen, you are a great man to come in here and try to seduce
Yeah, most
Robin.
people would run and hide with what's been going on with you.
Hardly. I thought I was clear with all my policies, and I was absolutely upfront with all my extracurricular marital
You were the front runner. The problem is they started looking into you and they ruined you.
Who knew?
Yeah.
I would have thought that they would just say, oh, well, here comes an aspired man, make him president.
I figured, you had written a book, you got on there, and you said you're running for president. Nobody expected you to even get 1% of the vote. And all of a sudden you became the front runner, and that fucked you up. You never expected that.
I never expected that.
Right.
I knew I was going to do well.
Right.
But I didn't think I would win out this early. You know that Mitt Romney, he was nervous, and Gingrich, he was nervous. They were all nervous for me because people liked what I was saying.
Right.
Educate the youngsters so that they can realize how stupid they are.
Right.
That's my message, Howard.
It's a good message, I'll
Thank
tell you that. I'm the biggest idiot on the planet, and I believe that. All right, Robin. Well, there's your new boyfriend, Herman Cain.
Yes, I'm glad he's very busy.
Are you turned on by Mr. Cain at all? Any of the things he said? I mean, sexually?
No.
No.
Be honest. Later on at night, we both know that when you are alone in your bed, you're going to reach for your favorite vegetable and go, oh, Herman.
You think she's going to name her carrot Herman?
I think, with all due respect to me, Howard, an English cucumber.
Right.
Did you know that if you looked inside my pants, you would see who dresses me? Banana Republic.
Wow.
And I would like to have my moment in the sun with my Nubian princess.
Okay.
Can we get him out of here?
Yeah, he just won't stop. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Cain. Pleasure to see you, and thank you for coming by. And let's take a break. Everyone's heard a lot, and everyone's reeling from this.
Let's calm down.
And we'll be back right after these words. And thank you to Mr. Herman Cain. I know you're very big. Where are you going now? You have somewhere to be, right?
I will be stalking Robin's apartment.
Right. You're going over to Robin's apartment right now.
Oh, Ophelia.
I'll give you a couple of plugs on your website or whatever you want at the end. I just didn't want to break things.
That is uncanny, and watching you do it is amazing.
Well, it's weird. It took me a while to get used to it. It's weird watching you do it.
Yeah.
So I kept looking away.
I know.
Then you got into the rhythm, and it was great. Really.
It's from the heart.
I'm laughing how many of those lines that Sal wrote that I think weren't even jokes.
Right.
You know, like Sal wrote this one about, I have to go change my sticky underwear. Like, I'm pretty sure that happened to Sal.
Yeah, right.
Well, thank you, man.
Oh, buddy, thanks for having me.
Really good. That was awesome. That was a lot of
Thanks, man. Howard.
Okay, thanks.
All right, then. And so it was.
Mr. Cain.
Yes, sir.
A valid attempt at trying to secure Miss Ophelia Quivers, but...
I think that she digs me. I think I have a chance. And you might look at me right now and say, there's no way in the world that she will ever come back to your hotel room. But I know she will. You know why?
Why is that, Mr. Cain?
I took her driver's license. She has to come back.
Well played, sir.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Great job today.
Thank you, sir. And look for me in 2016. I will be harassing the multitudes.
Sal.
What?
Given your past, a couple errors you've made in judgment,
right?
A couple lapses in judgment with guests.
Yeah.
Do you feel because of that, this Ellis ordeal is being blown way out of proportion?
Yeah, maybe because of my track record. That's a good way of asking that question. Yeah, perhaps.
I noticed when he came in here, I was interviewing you and Richard at the time. He came up behind you guys, was making gestures, and so it's clear that you guys have some type of.
Yeah, we certainly have some sort of relationship. He's certainly not a complete stranger. You know, he's far from a complete stranger. So I was surprised that he kicked me, but then again, like I said, he had a premeditated agenda to do so. He had Cullen with his camera and whatnot. But the funny thing is that I certainly gave him an opportunity to kick me. If I just would have kept my mouth shut and he kicked me, then, you know, he would have come off looking like the idiot. But instead, I come off and I break his balls. He ends up kicking me. It's kind of like it's an even match. I was just like a bear that walked right into the trap. You know, I made it so easy for Jason Ellis. But it's all good. I can handle a kick to the leg. I've been kicked down a lot more than that.
I found your commentary. Sorry, your reaction to John Lieberman's commentary pretty interesting. Do you have beef with News? Does News kind of piss you off, the whole premise of Howard 100 News?
No, News doesn't piss me off. I think they do a very, very good job. It's their job to, you know, investigate and interrogate. That's what they do. They do it well. And I like John Lieberman a lot. I think he's really, really good at what he does. You know, I mean, here's a man who replaced Steve Langford. So, come on. You can't get bigger and better than that. Steve Langford was great, and he filled his shoes, and John's doing a good job. So, you know, they always have to kind of put a spin on things, and they have to act like they're bewildered by certain things that are said. And then Sal said, if you had a vagina, I'd fuck you. Well, that was my way of saying thank you. What better way to thank somebody by fucking them? Right?
The ultimate gift is getting banged by Sal, I'm sure.
You see, somebody does something nice for you. What do you want to do?
Bang him.
Bang him.
And what better gift than to be banged by Sal Governale?
I think.
Well, you know, whether it's Sal Governale, whether it's Greg Carmel, I don't know if you could bang these things with that belly, but anyway, you know, people do like.
Don't make me run. I'm full of chocolate.
You're gonna get banged.
John.
Yes.
Got a lot off your chest in there with Benjy. I mean,
yeah,
something like that could only perhaps help your situation with him, but with Benjy, it's just it's an awkward arrangement.
Yeah, I mean, the strange thing with Benjy is that I think he counts on people getting sucked into the vortex and then backing down. I really have no intention of backing down. I'm going to be at the elevator every morning seeing if he's here on time. I'm going to be watching his tweets. This is my job. Benji's not the only person I cover. Benji's one of hundreds of people I cover. I'm not going to change the way I do things at all. Benjy doesn't scare me. He doesn't intimidate me. Benjy is just another person that I cover, and I'll continue to do it.
In a way, is Howard 100 News Benjy's worst nightmare in that you make him explain his shtick, his bullshit. Whereas Howard sometimes would get bored with it, or at other times indulge it and laugh about it. You guys uncover the truth behind it.
Yeah, and my point is this. Benjy always wants the attention. He's starving for attention, but he doesn't want to be held accountable. We hold him accountable in addition to giving him attention, quite frankly, and that's the part he doesn't like. He wants the attention without the accountability, and that's not going to happen.
Well, let's go to Tim. Tim, you're on the air.
Howard.
Tim's from Gilbert, Arizona.
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
Hey, now.
Hey, real quick about all the Benjy stuff. I'd rather see you guys take a sick day than this Benjy business is over the top, and he's not funny.
Yeah, well...
Yeah, we're going to put a halt to that.
Yeah, I've put a moratorium on Benjy and his girlfriend antics. I don't want to hear about it anymore.
It's just too much of it. And hey, also...
It'd be interesting. It would be interesting if, you know, he told you what was really going on.
Yeah, but all the shtick and the lying, and either way, she's going to dump him if she's successful. She's going to dump him if she's not.
Right.
Howard.
I don't know that that's going to happen.
Howard, what am I lying about?
You know, like when I ask you if you guys are romantic, and you're like,
we
no.
are.
No, I'm talking about intercourse and stuff.
I said we hadn't yet.
Right. I don't believe you. I don't. I think that's a lie. It's really not?
I really want to get away from talking about because this is someone I really do love and I have a real relationship with.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I don't.
Had I had sex with her yet? No.
Okay. So you haven't had sex with her?
No.
We've done it again. We're talking.
Yeah. I'm done with this. Stop it, Robin.
It's like
Robin's fault.
You're mad at me for.
I'm not mad at you.
Honestly.
So I'm saying I don't care. Like it doesn't feel
organic. But you asked me about it, and
it just feels like one big shtick. You know,
it's not authentic.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's anything real going on.
What doesn't? I mean,
I don't know. I don't think I'm getting to the real story, and that's what I'm about. You know, when I talk to people, I get reality.
This is someone we were friends.
Right.
I was totally chasing her.
Right.
And then she got
You're letting him do it to you.
Right,
I don't care.
Okay. Thank you, Robin.
But don't say I'm lying.
Don't care.
Right. Okay, you're not lying. You just. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
If we stop talking about it, nobody will say you're lying.
Right. You're not lying. You know, it's just hard to believe a guy who's got beard dye is telling the truth and a fake earring.
He's talking to me. We're not talking to you.
No, but it's like you're saying.
So, Robin,
you're saying I'm lying.
What's going on with you?
I'm claiming that I didn't sleep with someone.
You seen anybody?
No, I'm not.
No, okay. Tell Fred. He wants to hear it.
No, I don't actually.
Right.
I'm not. You guys are bringing it up, not me.
Benjy.
A while ago, right?
Oh, it was? Because we know the level of animosity you have towards John right now, or your feelings towards John.
She loves the bad boy.
He's doing too much. No, I think we actually have a real friendly relationship.
He alluded to that.
I didn't, I didn't like what he did. We have a disagreement about that. We have an honest disagreement about it. You guys could say like, oh, I'm making a big deal about something that's not a big deal, but it's being made into a big deal that I did something wrong, and what I didn't do anything wrong. So I could understand him thinking it was me, but before it was all put out there, I should have been checked with. Or should have been checked with more, or should have been very, very clear that it wasn't sure that I was. You didn't know if I was tweeting in the studio.
So had he posed the question, Benjy, I noticed that a new tweet, came from your account this morning. Was it you? Would that have been the proper way to start the line of questioning?
It should have been, to me first. It was like that time that there was like a misunderstanding that Sal skipped out on a credit card bill. The news did, and it should have been verified first that he did that before it was reported that he did that, or before people were asked about Sal doing that.
But what if his only true way of verifying it was to ask you? But
no, before he asked me, he asked other people in the office.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Why didn't you say that in the studio?
I thought it was clear, but maybe it wasn't clear.
That is much too healthy. You need to have Godfather's pizza.
What's on?
Normally I would. What's the bracha on married men?
Motzi lechem and hearts.
No, that would be Borei Pri Ha'adama.
Oh, okay.
But I don't want to be obtrusive.
John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Ralph, and on Monday's wrap-up show, we're going to be talking about Who Knows Howard Best, the big game we played, and it was really good, and I lost.
Let's start off with the big game today, which was between Howard's parents, Ralph Sorella, and Beth Stern, and the big winner was Robin Quivers. Gary, do you think Robin was going to win?
No. I did think Robin was going to win. I got to think about that again. I thought Howard's parents know a lot about the camp stuff, but there's a lot of his life that they don't know after he was 21. And the funny thing is that there's things that they got wrong that Robin got correct that you could have gotten from listening to the radio show. Like the first girl Howard ever slept with, he's told that story a gazillion times.
See, I didn't remember that.
Yeah, no, he's talked about it a lot.
No, you're right.
In fact, he even he jokes around. He invites her to movie screenings because he's still always out to impress her. So, like, if you listen to the show, you could have gotten that one.
You see, Ralph came in, he had notes, he prepared, talking a big game, and came up short when it counted.
Well, that's the story of my life.
But the thing I think is funny is that the person that least wanted to win, or at least needed to win, won. In other words, Howard's parents want to win because of Howard's parents. Beth wants to win because she's his wife. Ralph wants to win because he needs the money, and he's Howard's best friend. Robin didn't really give a shit, and she won.
Yeah, I wake up this morning, and Robin goes, when you said there was $5,000, she goes, "Oh, I don't need that." I was like, "Oh, you make me sick," and she won. Oh, couldn't be worse. That couldn't have gone worse.
Do you think Robin is a gracious winner?
Sure, why not? I mean,
You were sort of a sore loser. You admit that,
yeah,
right?
Oh, absolutely. I had that money spent. I'm telling you.
Teddy, did you really? Did you really?
Yes,
think
I was I had a buy order in for another $5,000 worth of apples.
But did you really think that were you pretty solidly sure you were going to win?
I thought I would. I thought Howard's parents would come in dead last, which they did, and I thought it would be a tie between me and Beth. I forgot Robin was playing. Honestly, I realized that yesterday when somebody told me, but. She spends 5 hours a day with him. So if you ask her who's his first girlfriend, she's going to know that. You know what I mean?
But you spend a lot of time listening to the show. And again, that answer was there to have. That particular one was there to have.
But she should, Robin should really
What did you get wrong? What did you personally get wrong?
I didn't know the Robin one.
Right.
And the water. I mean, I know that he drinks seltzer and cranberry, but that's not his favorite. He always drinks water.
But you know what they meant by a drink. Yeah. What's his favorite drink?
Yeah, but that could be alcohol too. That could be vodka with a
what was the
splash.
answer?
What was the seltzer and cranberry? I've seen him drink that, but if it's his favorite drink, how come he doesn't drink it here? Wouldn't you drink that here if it was your favorite drink? It's not his favorite drink.
Maybe that's not his favorite morning drink, but it's favorite rest of the day drink, which you spent time with him as well.
Ralph was a bit of a sore loser. Hit number one, Teddy. Here's Robin winning and Ralph complaining.
What is the name of the African-American Howard once dated? What is the name of the African-American that Howard once dated? Don't talk out loud. Don't say out loud. Believe it or not, Howard once dated an African-American. This comes as a shock to some people.
A lot of people canceling their subscription.
There you go. I don't care. Mom and Dad, what did you write down?
I don't know.
No answer. Honey?
Robin Givens.
Correct. Ralph?
The
Robin
very hot
Givens.
Robin Givens.
Correct.
Did I have to have a last name? Because I put just Robin, but I meant Robin.
Yeah, no, you need a last name. No, it's her first name. She doesn't know her last name.
Of course I know Robin Givens.
Could have been you. No, she doesn't get it.
She doesn't get it?
No.
What? Look at the judge.
Doesn't get to make the rules.
What?
The contestant doesn't get to
Of course she got it right.
Are you grasping at straws there, Ralph? Did you know you were beat?
Well, it could have been the Robin for the first answer. I mean, you know what I mean? She just writes down Robin. She'd be right 2 out of the 10 times.
You're like a rat in a cage. You're poked with a stick.
Megan Boston, you're on the wrap-up show.
No wonder people hate me. I'm a horrible loser.
I think I'm the only person who likes Ralph in the world, but I just wanted to call in that he's never on the, I never hear him live on the show, so I wanted to just tell you that I really like you, and I don't understand why people don't like you. And I also wanted to have another question, but
people love
Meg,
really.
How much time have you spent alone with Ralph?
Is it really different? The one-on-one time versus I think he's
it's
so
even better. It's even better just hanging out with me.
And I like how opinionated he is. He brings something to the table,
The best Ralph to hang out with is the one that's not on the radio. Great, Ralph not on the radio is fun, funny, and a nice guy. It's a guy on the radio that's brutal.
Oh, see, I love
Is
the
that
guy on the
Ralph
radio.
horrible?
I think he's the best. He's so honest.
What's your other question,
He's so
Meg?
funny.
No, let her go
I wanted
on.
to find out
moving
about
her along.
We're short on time. Go ahead, Meg.
Okay, so I wanted to find out how you guys how you and Howard became best buddies. What's your meeting story?
Well, first of all, I want to know because this is a story that you and I have had a disagreement on. How did you come to the show?
I was doing special effects makeup work, and you guys were starting to do live shows, and I had been listening for a while, and I went to one of the shows at Club Benet, and I brought some pictures of my work, like different makeups and stuff that I had been doing, and I gave it to an intern, and then you called me.
Right, I guess
said, Howard liked your stuff, come in, he wants to talk to you about something. We came in and talked about a couple things.
I remember, you know what I remember about that? I remember Ralph came in, and Ralph was sort of like young and sort of in awe of Howard, and Howard, had no time for Ralph, and Ralph was trying to measure like crazy because he was doing like a prosthetic for Howard for a New Year's Eve show where he was going to be like Rocky. It was going to have a big full chest, and then it was like a giant penis to be made. And Howard's like, I remember Howard would say to me like, "Listen, I don't know this guy that well. Let's keep this meeting brief." And Ralph kept, Ralph was like one of those guys who had the ruler out. And I realized now that Ralph needed a lot of time. But what were you doing? What were you doing for a living at the time?
I was working on movies, and I was working for my friend's parents at an automotive place and at the parking lot too.
Right.
Like you actually called me at the parking lot. Like,
right, see, I told that
you called me at Epstein's. I was working at Epstein's in Morristown.
So you got so mad at me because I told that story in the air once, and you go, "That's not what I was doing." Ralph had once told me
I had like 3 jobs. I'm a very hard worker, but it was funny because right away you were like confrontational with me. You go, Howard gets a lot of stuff. And you're very lucky that he's calling you. You like right away you were mad at me.
See, it's really funny. I don't remember saying that, but I know you see it as confrontational. Of course, I didn't know you.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not generally confrontational.
No,
I might have said, this is really a good thing.
Yeah.
Because Howard gets a lot of stuff and he doesn't answer.
But
so
you were like,
you
don't know how lucky you are. But
I think that's how you heard it.
Yeah.
Now, Ralph, so you worked with Howard in the beginning. When did your friendship change? You know what I mean? A lot of us work with him, but you've clearly become very close with him.
Right, like you did all that time with us on the Channel 9 show, and you guys were you just worked with us, but you were friends then, right?
Yeah, and I guess it was just because I started doing wardrobe with him, and I would go to his house. And
so when did that start? Like what year?
It started around Channel 9 sometime.
Right. So you guys
started shopping for him a little bit, then going through his closet and seeing what looked good, that kind of thing.
But when did you guys realize? When did you realize that you guys had more in common than just you showing up for an hour a day?
Right away. Right away, I thought we were friends. You know what I mean? In my, you know what I mean? He's somebody I could relate to. Right. He sounds stalkerish, but I listened to him on the radio. I thought he was funny, and
But do you realize how many guys think they're you, and they're not?
Yeah, they're not. No, see, that's why I'm smart.
But it is funny because they did hit it off right away. Like right off the bat, Howard liked him, talking about stuff. And when I introduced Ralph to speak at the wedding, and I said, Ralph's been telling everybody for years that he's Howard's best friend, and much to his chagrin, it's true. Here's Ralph to give a speech.
I was nervous about how Gary gives me the worst intro ever. I'm like, I was thinking about that over the weekend.
I actually thought,
F you, Gary.
I actually thought it was the opposite. I thought it was validation. I thought it was validation that you are, in fact, his best friend.
Hey, it's Sal, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, Richard and I pranked Steve Langford. It came out great. Enjoy it. Check it out.
Sal and Richard now joining us here on the wrap-up show. Got a lot of props today, boys. Congratulations.
Yeah, we got to thank the news team who tipped us off. That's how it all started.
From High Pitch Mike?
Well, we don't want to say specifically, but there were a lot of guys who want to remain on.
There's 4 people back there.
It definitely wasn't Lisa G.
And one of them's Langford. So
it's Julie or Mike.
Or both.
And everybody, Tim Sabian was involved to a certain degree. Jim McClure helped us out tremendously. We had about 4 or 5 different scouts going back and forth working on this for us. So
now, are you worried? Because Steve does have a little bit of a vindictive streak. Are you worried that there is a retribution?
I'm worried about like maybe some crusty cushion at the back of a strip club might come up now. Some semen samples.
What?
In Buffalo. Maybe one of those tip-off calls might do me in.
Hey,
but,
a couple.
No, I'm just joking. There's nothing that.
And everything bad.
What am I talking about? I don't.
Everything bad.
And let him talk.
Oh, sorry.
I have no worries. No worries.
You're not worried. Kidding aside, you're not worried that Langford's going to try and come back at you?
It's funny because me and Richard had talked to them about how we were worried about this, right?
Well, yeah, we were worried about is we didn't want to piss him off because he's been real cool to us. He's a big fan of our calls, but then we were thinking, well, if he's a fan of our calls, he should appreciate this.
Let me tell you how nutty these two are. Like 2 months ago, they called me into the office. They lock the door, right? Like they got uranium in there.
Yeah, we do.
And they go, we're working on the secret project. They're so all about it. I forgot about it, right? They called me back yesterday. This phone call we were working on for 2 years. Again, they locked the door. And I'm like, you know what, guys? I can't really concentrate on it. It's 3.5 minutes. Give it to me on a CD. Richard writes on it, super secret call. Like, they weren't even put Steve Langford prank on it. Like, this is the biggest secret in the world. Then they sent me a note.
They're not messing around.
No.
They're being very serious.
Then they sent me a note this morning. Did you like the call? Our suggestion is you play it for Steve when he comes in for the news so we could look at his face. I'm like, guys, give me the fucking call.
Yeah.
But it was funny. It's a great call.
Thanks.
Thank you.
But you guys were like, it was like you were holding gold.
Yeah.
Well,
So you recorded Sour Shoes for 2 hours nonstop?
Yeah, we would go to lunch and we'd just say, okay, Sour Shoes.
And we let the tape go.
Do an hour of songs about Steve Langford. And then we'd come back and hang up on Sour Shoes and cut up his songs.
The problem with Sour Shoes, it's almost like his OCD. As we're trying to execute a prank with him, he's kind of fucking with us.
Right.
So we can't get anything done. So I say to Richard, let the tape run. And that's all we did. And we got 2 hours worth of his songs and chopped it up.
Yeah, because at first we tried working with him. We would three-way Sour Shoes and Langford, and it just didn't work. So we're like, best way to work with Sour Shoes is to have him as a recording.
I don't know about you, but I swear to God, one of those Tuesdays where we have an open hour, I would kill to just hear the hour. Like, I would love to hear from 7 to 8 o'clock at night the hour that you guys went to lunch and what Sour Shoes did for an hour.
We can give you the uncut version of it.
Is it just him going on and on?
On.
Once in a while, you hear him like fidget with something in his bedroom, or his mom will yell in the background or something.
Sometimes he'll call me all day, and it gets to the point, instead of me hanging up, I just put him on hold. And then like an hour and a half later, after doing my work, I'll go to the phone and forget. I pick it up, and there he is in the middle of the song.
If you guys get a chance tomorrow, can you pull some of the outtakes of his mother yelling at him? I would kill to hear that.
Sure. And it's funny, too. I don't know if Steve has this on his phone, but me and Sal had new office phones put in because of Sour Shoes, where you can send calls right to the voicemail. Like, there's a button where the phone won't ring, because Sour Shoes got to us, too. So we just got these new office phones where he can't get a hold of us.
And another thing that made the call so great wasn't just Langford's reaction, which was hysterical, but the songs he picked.
Right.
And when he came in on them were fantastic.
No, good for Langford that this is finally done, because he's been going through hell, and I'm glad it's done. And our listeners, our millions of listeners, won't call Sirius and get Steve's office number and just start doing this. They're cool. They wouldn't do that.
Benjy, go ahead, Joel.
No, I was just going to say on my end,
212.
When we started talking about when they told me about the prank, on my end I had my news recorder set up to get audio of Steve freaking out after he hung up with Sour Shoes. And the one day where he went apeshit and smashed the phone down, I stopped recording Steve. I was like, he may throw that shit at my head. Like, I don't know. He's so passionate about his job, and the fact that Sour Shoes was stopping him from doing his work, it was killing him. He would walk to Brad's office, our news director, once, twice a day to go complain about Sour Shoes.
I have the audio of him throwing his phone. It sounds kind of funny. I didn't put it in the call because you can't really tell what it is unless you set it up saying, this is when Steve throws his phone, but it sounds pretty funny.
There was a point where Steve Langford came into our studio, and me and Richard, we'd have everything set up where I'd have a sound bite up of a prank call in the works, Richard would have a song up, and when Steve walked in, we would hit that and put on our headphones and pretend we were working. That's how paranoid we were about
and
it.
He got a little suspicious one time and came in like a month or two ago, and we, just played it off. I pretended I was in the middle of recording a Robin song and stuff. But
I just said that.
Yeah, well, no. But he went to Brad and said that he checked on us and it wasn't us. So Steve, thought that he had investigated us and proved that it wasn't us.
I would love to know what the investigation was that cleared you.
Now, how long were you working on this thing?
About 2 months. Howard heard it before the wedding. He came into the studio, goes, "What are you working on, boys?" And we played a little piece of it, and he loved it. And then when I think prior to the vacation, he said, "Is that bit ready?" And I said on the air, "It wasn't." And that was the bit that he was referring to.
This is our Ben-Hur.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, a whole bunch of my wedding shit got brought up again. Sal started screaming at me about not being mad at Artie, who said that he'd only go if Howard goes. Sal obviously doesn't know what a joke is. But anyway, it just turned into a whole bunch of yelling between me, Richard, Sal, and Gary about my wedding. I can't wait for this bullshit to be over.
Jason Kaplan now joining us on the wrap-up show. Apparently, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Jason smashing his face
There was
with
a
the
oil
microphone.
Yeah, they must have oiled these things.
Apparently, your wedding is now a huge controversial matter. Let's go through this very quickly.
Okay.
Howard says that Robin announces that she's going to have a +1 at your wedding.
Right.
Howard reveals he will now be attending your wedding, although you weren't sure if he was going or not. And Artie then says, "Well, I'm going to attend too." Give us the inside scoop?
Well, I'll start backwards. I talked to Artie. He said that he was just fucking around on the air. I mean, I talked to him a couple days ago about the wedding. Artie did this to Will too. He's very, non-committal. I'm going to try and come. I like to be there. So that's what he said yesterday, and that's what he still said to me today.
Do you believe that he was just fucking around on the air?
Yeah, I believe it. Artie's not like that.
But why is he being non-committal about your wedding? I know he didn't want to go. Will's was very close to when he tried to start a sobriety, and it was a hike away.
It's a different thing. He's like, I got a gig in Toronto the night before. I'm going to try and make it. He asked me about every other day when my wedding is. I told him like a million times.
So let me ask you a question.
Well, apparently,
I think he's keeping his options open.
Are you offended on any level that if it were Howard's wedding and he had a gig in Toronto the night before, that it would be no issue that he'd be there?
A little, I don't know, maybe a little. I don't know. Again, I know. Richard and Sal and all these guys get mad at him, but I don't know. Artie gets as Artie told Richard and Sal when he apologized to them. He's better than them. He's on a different plane than them. He's smarter and funnier than them, so he gets to operate under his own rules. It's annoying when you're trying to put a wedding guest list together and somebody. It's easier when you have a yes or a no and you know for sure. So that is very annoying.
Artie also reminded Howard how long it takes to get to Jason's wedding.
He was bullshitting with that. Listen, I'm not going to make any guarantees because who knows what fucking traffic will be like. But it's a 45-minute ride from the bridge. Now, I don't know how long it takes you to get over the bridge, but so add whatever it takes you to get over that. It's a 45 fucking minute ride.
I loved when, what's the main road you said takes you there?
80.
Route 80. It goes fucking out to San Francisco. It's a
when
huge
you said
road.
Route 80, the howling laughter that Artie had. He's like, Route 80.
It's much better than the Southern State Parkway.
I think Route 80 was just voted like the worst.
No, it wasn't.
By truckers, it's considered the worst route in the country.
Well, good. Then there'll be no truckers on Route 80.
Now, I'm sorry. Is Benjy going to the wedding?
No, Benjy let me know that he will not be able to attend.
And that's a definite no.
That's a definite 100%. Thank you for inviting me, but I can't make it.
Because you always say that, you just said that it's really hard when you can't get a definitive answer.
Right. No, Benjy gave me a definitive answer, and I appreciate it.
I would have loved to have gone. And
is this
do you want to go?
again?
No, do you want to go now because Howard and Artie and Robin are all going to be there?
The big draw beyond the wedding, because I actually love weddings, was Anne Marie's going to be there. That's a girl that we used to all work with. So that's what I feel like, I'm going to miss out on.
I would rather you not come.
No, Jason, but hold on. Why aren't you going, Benj?
I'm back on a night schedule, and I don't know what else.
Okay, but if at Jason's wedding there were vegetarian meals,
well,
at Barbara Walters,
what time does the wedding
at
start?
Barbara Walters,
well, don't ask me this now after you already declined.
No, it doesn't start at 5 because they were saying at 7 tonight.
No, the ceremony is about like 5:15, 5:30, and so the party starts.
See, I was going to ask you if I could come around 7. But I was like, I don't want to give him.
You could have. I would have said yes. But since you already said no, I'm going to hold you to it. And honestly, just because, I don't know, I already counted you out. I need that seat.
All right.
And why aren't you crying over Benjy not coming? That's a crazier reason than my.
Hold on. Who's better? Would you say that Jason's better friends with you or with Benjy?
You talk to Benjy a lot more. You've known Benjy longer.
Okay, Richard. Here's the deal. I'm not going through all this stuff.
Well,
again.
I know, and I don't want to either. But
I'm
it's
over
just
it. I'm over you not coming. It's totally fine. Whatever. We're still friends. At least on my end we are. I don't know if you still harbor resentment towards me. And that's it. I'm over it. So
yeah, but it seems kind of like
Benjy said he couldn't go.
I know, but it's ridiculous too that you're not like crying about Artie not coming. You're not crying about Benjy.
Well, Richard, that should make you feel special about how much you meant to me.
I know, but and then when you say stuff a while ago like that me and Sal aren't important, then why would you want to have us at your wedding?
First of all, I was quoting Artie and trying to make a joke. Second of all, you guys are important, and I do want you there, and that's why I was upset when you said you weren't coming. And you should take it as an honor that when you said you weren't coming, it upset me more than anyone else so far who said they weren't coming.
It wasn't, and again, I don't want to bring it all up again, but I think, Richard, it wasn't that you weren't coming. It was the reason why you weren't coming.
Yeah, but the reason
hold on.
reason I'm not coming is just as good of a reason as why anybody else is not coming.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's just, you know what?
What? The fact that it's an hour hour away, that's a better reason for somebody not coming
No
than
one has
the
claimed
fact
that
that
they're
I
not
want to
coming.
see a concert that is the most important concert of my life.
You know what? Shame on you when in another year some dumbass Halloween thing comes up, and that's the most important moment of your life.
That will be the most
It will
important.
be.
Right. I mean, that's a bad comparison.
Why is my excuse worse than anybody else's?
You know what? It's not. It's fine. You're not coming. Don't worry.
I don't
want
wanna go down this road again.
It's a stupid argument. Benji's not coming. He gave me a definitive answer, which I really appreciated because I know he flip flopped with Will like as his date got closer, and so he gave me a definite no. I'm sad Benji won't be there. I definitely consider him a friend, but I'm not going to get in an argument with Benji. And Artie is Artie, and I know that sounds lame when you say that, but look how Artie rolled into Howard's wedding. I mean, he looked like a mess. He obviously didn't care.
So
And,
that should be more the reason why you shouldn't want him there.
but that's just the way Artie is. He's like that with everybody. That's his MO. And again, I would really appreciate to get a definitive answer from Artie. But I don't think I'm going to be able to get it.
What do you mean Artie didn't care?
I mean, Artie didn't go to Will's wedding for.
No, when you said he came to
he
Howard's,
obviously did not care. I mean, did not think the wedding was important enough to actually dress up nice and present himself in a presentable way.
So you think he treated it as
he treats everything else, something he rolled out of bed to come to.
Yeah, but Jason, let me ask you this: when Howard first revealed that he's going to your wedding, and the first breath out of Artie's mouth, without thinking, shit, now I got to go too. Hold on, let me finish. No, it wasn't. Don't you kind of take that as an insult that he is going strictly to hang out with Howard, and he has no intentions to celebrate your day? First of all, that's how I would take it if it was my wedding, and you made no stink about it, yet this guy wants to go to a concert, and you spent a half hour crying about it.
First of all, I talked to Artie after this thing. He still said he doesn't know if he's going to come. So whatever he said on the air, it still hasn't changed his answer from yesterday or the day before. If Artie is only going to come because Howard's going to be there, then that's Artie's prerogative, and I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah, but also Artie said and I believe him. He says he doesn't want to be the asshole that doesn't go. It wasn't to be with Howard. It was to not be the one.
So why should Howard make the difference, whether he's there or not?
Because now Artie is the big guy that's not going.
Sal, why are you so upset?
Because he ripped the living shit out of Richard for an hour over nothing.
I said I was upset that he wasn't coming over a dumb excuse. What I thought
it's the
Richard
best day in his life.
You know,
whatever. It's over. It's over.
I mean, it's disgusting that you're selling yourself out for a celebrity versus a friend. Yeah, you're giving Artie a free pass because he's the great Artie Lang, and I find that to be disgusting.
So can I ask a question? Where's a switch on you where I get you out of stockbroker mode?
No, I'm dead serious.
But why is that?
Why not? He's not. No, Gary, are you kidding me? He's not breaking Artie's balls at all over this, and he broke Richard's balls for an hour over a concert.
Do you know what he just had a conversation with Artie. What Artie said on the air isn't really what he means.
But you believe that?
To some degree. But I know that Richard absolutely means what he said.
But Richard's honest. He said it right off the bat.
So being socially wrong and being honest is the better thing?
No.
In other words,
you guys don't.
My
it's
opinion.
not socially wrong as far as I'm
that's
concerned.
That's my opinion. Right. That's my opinion is that it's way wrong. It's a big social faux pas. But it's not your opinion. It's my opinion. But it's, it doesn't make it right because he's telling you right up front what he's
Sal,
doing.
You're also you're leaving something out. Hold on a second.
Go ahead.
If Steve Brandano back in the office told me he wasn't coming to my wedding because he had some awesome concert to go to, that would hurt me way more than Artie or Howard not coming to my wedding. It all has to do with your relationship to the person.
How would
Artie
you
and I
feel?
are friendly, but I mean,
how would you feel? All right, how would you feel if I told you I'm not sure about going to the wedding, and then I found out Howard's going and I'm going? Do you think my intentions would be to celebrate the most important day of your life, or to be there because Howard's there?
No,
how would you take
I wouldn't trust.
But I'm not the one who immediately muttered out of my mouth, "Shit, now I gotta go."
He's on the fucking air. He's making a joke. Jesus, get the fuck over.
Wait, Howard's definitely going.
Yeah, don't you know anything about comedy?
Can I get
apparently
in?
Your coach.
Yeah, Howard. According to Howard, he's definitely going. I gave him I don't
Richard,
give him anything,
go, man.
And
maybe I'll go now.
No, and there's a rule, and this isn't just apply for the people here. Anybody who RSVP'd no to my wedding cannot now change it because Howard's going.
What if Howard drops out and the last minute I want to go?
No. There are no more. If you said no, the only exception I made was for Howard, and that will be the only exception.
But no, you made the exception for Artie, too. You said he could wait till last minute.
No, I didn't tell Artie. I ask him every day if he could give me an answer. What am I going to do? Hold a gun to his head?
Yeah. Well, no. If Brandano says to you, I don't have an answer yet, are you going to let him wait till the last minute?
I would ask him every day, what's your deal? I need to know. Which is what I tell Artie. But, whatever. Listen. For the 5 Jewish people out there, I'm treating Artie like Elijah. I'm leaving an empty chair and an open door, and if he shows up, great. And
Jason, in my opinion, and this is strictly my opinion, I think you're giving Artie a free pass because he is Artie.
I am,
and that's it. And
that's pretty much it.
And that's pretty sad.
Sal,
that's a very superficial thing to do.
Taking your argument one step further, he's not giving Benjy a hard time. He gave Richard a hard time, but he's not giving Benjy a hard time.
You clearly refuse to see the reality of the issues.
The other thing is that, and be really honest, if this were you and you weren't married and you were getting married and this whole thing went down this way, would you be offended that Howard was coming, or would you be grateful?
If Howard was coming, I would be grateful. If Artie was coming, I'd be grateful. But if I had a situation where I yelled at a guy for an hour who was honest with me, and then I had another guy mutter out of his mouth, "Oh, well, I guess I'm going to go too." Where does that person's real intent lie? To celebrate his friend's wedding, or to be there because Howard Stern is there?
I think we're going around in circles. I think Jason is again. Jason is again saying that Artie was doing comedy for the air that you've taken as fact.
And that's where you guys disagree. And that's fine, and I'll leave it at that. But I'm just saying, and Jason,
hold on, and one more
Jason
thing.
agrees to a certain extent that it's because who Artie Lang is.
All right, then
that's fine.
Then leave it at that.
And we'll leave it at that. But I find that
Good.
disgusting on your part, Jason.
You didn't leave it.
Why can
Duly noted.
Leave it at that.
I'm leaving it disgusted. I'm leaving it disgusted.
Hey, this is John Hine, and on Thursday's wrap-up show, we got to talk about Maureen McCormick. You may not know that name. She's better known as Marsha Brady, and I was a big Brady Bunch fan growing up. All of us were. And she came in and gave an interview with Howard that I never thought I'd hear, talking about doing black guys, trading sex for coke. She actually said the word cunt. And that's not the Marsha I knew, but we got a kick out of it and talked about Marsha, and, well, here's what we said.
The big guest today, Marsha Brady, Maureen McCormick, and Gary and I were looking forward to this interview quite a bit.
We were. This is so in my zone, my era. This is what I grew up with. In fact, I was surprised. I think she's 52 years old. I thought she was my age. I guess I'm more on a par with Jan than I am with Marsha. But I mean, I love that. You and I watched it did you watch it as a first-run show?
No, I saw the end of it as the first-run show, but then it lived in syndication in every market in the country forever.
Right. I watched it as a first-run show. It was a Friday night show. I think it was on with the Partridge Family and a bunch of other shows. It was on ABC. I remember 10 o'clock was Love American Style, but it was a huge show for me when I was a kid.
I mean, that was one of the first shows that was heavily syndicated, and I remember coming home from school or whatever it was, like 4:30, 5:30, locally, watching every single one, and everybody else has watched it at one time or another. And one of the things about the show is that you saw those kids grow up. Like, Maureen started when she was 12, and then left when, I guess, a few years later. And
who can forget Bobby's performance of It's Time to Change? I know what you're saying, John.
Gary and I can really geek out over this. So Maureen McCormick comes in, and she did Celebrity Fat Camp or whatever it is. Fit Club, same thing. And we weren't sure sort of how she would look, but I thought she looked pretty good.
She looked pretty good. Listen, she could stand to trim a couple of pounds, but she's thinner than she's been. I said to John, a cute face trumps a lot of stuff. She does a very, very beautiful face and a great smile. She's got a pretty bubbly personality. Again, John's going to get into it. She talked about a lot of things today, and you're sitting there and listen, you can call her whatever you want, but Marsha Brady is talking about, doing black dudes and anal and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, it's Marsha Brady. I mean, Barry Williams has the same problem. He's Greg Brady, and he's sort of embraced it, and I was curious to see how Marsha would take to that. Would she be annoyed by it or embrace that kind of life? And she seems to be all right with it.
Yeah, I wanted Howard to press her on it, and he did. I thought it was like one of my favorite moments on the show was when we had Ringo on the show, and Vinny Favale was just annoying the shit out of him. And he goes, Howard goes, let me ask you a question. Does it ever get tiring? He goes, is it ever too much? And Ringo had this long pause, and he goes, it is. It does it gets to be too much. And I thought Maureen would be like being called Marsha would be too much, but she's still digging it.
Yeah, she absolutely dug it. And another interesting thing, what she remembered and what she didn't remember. I know she did a lot of coke, and I know it's convenient sometimes to block out stuff and to really block out stuff. But,
Do you know anybody who doesn't remember the first person they slept with?
Maureen McCormick, apparently.
Exactly.
But I don't know if I doubt her story. I mean, she definitely had a wild life. But
Artie and I were saying, she was saying that her nickname was Hoover for coke. And I said maybe it was a nickname for another reason. He said there's no good reason for a woman to have the nickname Hoover, one way or the other.
So true. But when you look at her face, you just see Marsha Brady.
A very sweet girl.
Very sweet.
Who's not a girl, a very sweet 52-year-old girl.
What'd you think of that little hug and kiss not to jump ahead, but that hug and kiss she gave Howard at the end?
She was digging him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she was digging him.
And it made you wonder that if you had Coke back then, you could have had Marsha Brady. Rick in Pittsburgh, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Rick.
Wanted to comment on Maureen McCormick and to make a suggestion for Howard 100 News. Interview was great. Howard's the best interviewer, I think, and I think we can all agree on that. But I guess the phone calls, and maybe, Gary, you can give me some enlightenment on that. Is Howard making the choices to go to these guys knowing they're going to talk about things as gross as licking her asshole? I guess
it's hard to say because, like, he may or may not. Listen, Howard could look up on the board. Like, since I've done the wrap-up show, I've learned that people will call in and say that they're going to talk about one thing and then switch gears.
Right.
But yeah, he might have known what they were going to talk about. But the thing is that Maureen, again, without the visual, it's hard to tell. She was totally up for stuff today. She could handle anything. I think she's gotten to the point where she's like, you know what, Marsha Brady's ready to talk about everything.
And to get a little bit inside, when we have a screen here, we get maybe 6 to 10 words of what you're going to talk about. So if it says, Rick thinks the callers were rough on Maureen, and then you start talking about something else, I have no way of knowing that. With Howard, it's the same. I mean, but I think callers are less likely to shift gears on Howard than they would on our show.
Right. And I think there was that one guy called, got through 3 or 4 times. He wanted to say the C word. So that was the guy I think was being particularly rough.
And of course, which she obliged.
Which was really funny.
Yeah, good for her.
The whole office went, whoa.
Shane, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good, Shane. What's on your mind?
Actually, I just wanted to comment on the Marsha Brady interview today.
Okay.
I thought it was great. It's always great when you guys get big stars on there that you guys can be talking to them, whichever way you want. She sounded very comfortable. It really surprised me.
She was. She really was comfortable doing it. I think, again, you come to do a Howard Stern interview, especially on satellite radio, you know what to expect, and she was totally up for it.
Well, within the first few minutes of the interview, she was talking about coke and sex and liking black guys, and you could tell she was sort of up for talking about anything.
I am thinking the phone calls were rough, because now going back to it, the one call I heard was the guy goes, ask her if she ever did coke off the head of a guy's penis.
Yeah, the callers were pretty rough. But I'm glad you liked it, Shane.
Well, the thing is, I'm only 29 years old. What can I say? I watched a lot of Brady shows on the reruns. I'm pretty sure they're still rerunning now. I watched them when I was between 10 and 18 years old. And so I know exactly what she looked like. But I'm pretty interested because I want to go on howardstern.com, which I do every night, and do a recap, and just to see what she kind of looks like. Could you actually... can you give us specific details on exactly, did she look pretty good for being the age that she is?
She looked very good. The thing with her that she's never going to be able to live down is that everybody's memory of her is from 12 to 18, and she's just not 18 years old anymore. She's 53. But I think she looks good. Again, I think she's got a really, really beautiful face. I said she probably could have stand to lose a couple of pounds, but she's already lost a bunch of weight. She looks better than she did when she went on Celebrity Fit Club. She's thinner.
I agree with that. And you can see that 18-year-old in her 52-year-old face.
But she's not 18 anymore, and that's the person I think everyone's expecting to see.
She sounds like she has a great personality to her. It's one of those likable personalities that you could just catch on to,
Agreed. She had a great personality. Thank you for your call. I also liked when she was talking about the other Bradys, and I knew she wasn't talking to Eve Plum, who played Jan, but I didn't know why.
Yeah, that's a weird thing.
Yeah, she implied, she told a joke about kissing Jan. The next thing you know, she's not speaking to her ever again.
Well, she said she's told a joke, but then in blurbs about the new book coming out, it says that there were lesbian experiences between the two of them.
It does?
In blurbs. I don't know if someone misread
because
the book.
Read the book and nobody saw that.
Well, Will or Steve can get down here and talk about that.
It's interesting. I go up to, a lot of times in the summer, I didn't this past summer, but I'll go up to Cape Cod in the summer. In the town of Chatham, there's a little art gallery, and Eve Plum does a showing of her art every year. And whenever I go in, I look at it, I go, it's Jan Brady's art.
She wearing glasses?
Yeah, she does. Well, I haven't seen her there, but they have pictures of her there. I guess she does. It's out there for the whole summer. And she's got her glasses on.
And Gary and I were talking about the different things that Maureen would talk about. Here's a clip of the interview, if you missed it. Her talking about how she's actually interested or was interested in black guys.
You went out with Michael Jackson. We know why he didn't put any moves on you.
Right.
It's pretty obvious.
No, nothing happened, huh?
Yeah.
With Michael, no.
Yeah.
No.
Not even a kiss?
Yeah, a kiss on the cheek.
Oh, boy.
Was he your only black man, or did you have sex with black guys?
I actually was really attracted to black men.
How many black guys
Who
you?
knew Marsha Brady?
How many black?
Yeah.
Now there's an
I was
episode.
attracted to just like, I don't know, I was, really into lots of different types.
Wouldn't it have been great if they did the Brady Bunch reunion and it's like you banging black guys?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For coke.
That's what I always do.
By the way, I thought Robin was being not insulting, but Robin was really jabbing her. At one point when they asked Maureen who she was voting for president, she was like, well, I'm leaning towards the person I don't want to say. And Robin goes, yeah, I'm sure Marsha Brady's vote moves a lot of people.
During the commercials, a fight broke out between John and Gary, and we had all the coverage, but unfortunately,
You weren't here.
a lot of our stations were in commercial break. Those of you in New York who got to hear it probably enjoyed it.
Maybe we can run that back for you at some point.
Yeah, let's, Scott, get that back because people missed it.
Try putting a show together. Why don't you be some help?
Oh, you
do nothing. Take it easy. John, just stop that. It's not me. He was laughing too. I mean, do anything to help me. Stop it. Stop it. It's just so like all you do is sit and
Yeah, he was
and
saying
you don't
he
do
doesn't
anything to
care.
help. All you do is tear it down, and then you go home and you don't do a goddamn thing.
I mean, he was the one. I mean, you look at me.
Because
Howard was laughing, so I.
And then you sit here and then shut up.
I mean, you just
shut up. Do some work and
it's always
shut
me
up.
You got to pick on. It's amazing.
Because you don't do anything. You
It's
don't
like
help
I
in
do
any way.
everything you ask me to do.
Yeah, like you know what?
Yeah.
Howard, I'm going to tell you something. All right, now we're on the
All right, tell me.
Okay, I gave John some work to do on Monday. On Friday, call 5 or 6 people. Yesterday, I see Jason doing it. Doing John's work.
Excuse me. I called all the people he asked. One of them wasn't there, and I said, Gary, after I leave, what should I do? And he said, tell Jason to freaking
That was on
do it.
Friday. On Monday, you should have followed up on it yourself. Why is it? I already have work for him to do. I have work for him to do.
You just can't kid her. I mean, it's like
no.
Howard's kidding around. I'm laughing. And then
Howard's in
I'm the
charge.
idiot.
You don't. You
Yeah,
have to,
but Howard was kidding around, so I laughed at him.
No, you laugh at me and you jump on and you get in the way of everything.
Because he said he doesn't care. That's why I laughed.
I know, but I'm trying to have a discussion
That's
with him.
not why you laughed.
It's not.
That's not why you laughed.
All right, so why'd I laugh?
You laugh because I was saying to Gary, you make the decisions or present me with a bunch of decisions.
And you're mocking me.
And you mock him during it.
That's right.
No,
you stand there and
be
mock
honest.
me.
Be honest.
Well, I laughed, but you weren't laughing?
I wasn't laughing. I was laughing at you because you're sitting there giggling
Exactly.
at Gary.
You stand there like the court jester. No, it's true.
All right, whatever.
No, you don't see yourself.
All right.
John's like, oh, okay.
It's fine,
I can even go into this idiot's head now. He's going to go, no, I get Howard. You don't want to get Gary upset, so you're just saying.
No, I'm being
but the
serious.
truth is, John, you sit there and you mock me.
I wasn't mocking you.
What were you doing then?
Because the conversation prior to that, but I don't even want to say what Howard had said before that. So then
You were still laughing at
that?
that?
was what set it up, up until there. But I'm not going to say what.
I'll tell you what I said.
What?
Gary came in and said, wow, we had great ratings here.
I said that.
Yeah, all right, great ratings in this town, this town, this town, this town, and this town. And I said, I don't even care.
Yeah, so he said he didn't care.
And you said, oh, you're at the point that you don't care. I go, I don't care.
Yeah, all right. So then you bring over the map, right? And then Howard goes, I don't care. Just make the decision.
Let me ask you a question.
So I'm laughing.
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
What?
I put down a floor plan of Vegas, right? I got some problems. Are you helping me?
But it seems like you know the solution.
Are you helping me?
It seems like
are you
have the
there? Are you
solution.
standing here to
I know
help?
what Howard says.
Answer
Gary
the
has
question.
solution.
Are you here to help me or get in my way? Right
Always
now?
help you.
No, you're not. How do you help me? How do you help me?
Gary,
give me 3 examples of how you help me.
Kidding around, so I didn't think that you.
All right, let me go on. All right.
Don't help me.
Do anything you want.
Here, mock me.
I love that.
You know what's funny to me?
The music.
Looking at your face. No, looking at your face when they start fighting, you are in heaven.
I'm smiling.
Yes, you got the biggest smile on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
You know how much I hate that you make me do that? Not you don't make me, but that you capture that.
What can I do?
I know. It's good for the show.
You were right. John was screwing you up. Gary had some problems with the floor plan in Vegas.
Yeah.
And he asked me, he says, Gary has a weird way of presenting things to me, though. He goes to me, well, what do you want to do if we have too many guests at the blackjack table? Where do you want to put them? And I go, Gary, am I a set designer?
How do you know?
Present me with some options, and I'll tell you what I like. Then all of a sudden, he presents me with 4 options that they already worked out. I go, that's what I'm presented that way. Say, here's 4 options you can do when you have too many guests. So he always does that to me.
And John's snickering over in the
So
corner.
John's laughing.
That's why I'm laughing, though.
And he gets, well, you don't need to be laughing.
But I'm laughing at you.
No, you're not.
Gary thinks I'm laughing at him.
You are.
Well, no, you're laughing at my reaction to Gary.
Yeah, well.
And it's not helping.
Okay, but it's fun.
And Howard's laughing. You think Howard's laughing at me? Howard's laughing at you laughing at me.
Right. You're getting me going.
All right, but I'm laughing at you.
So I said to Scott DePace, if you have all of these solutions, come in and tell me the solutions, and I'll pick one. So then I pick one. Gary goes, you're not going to like that.
I don't think you're gonna, I really don't think.
So
you're
I said, then you pick the solution if you know.
But I don't want to get out there and then say, Gary, I don't like the solution. I want you to be part of it.
I want you.
Okay,
you
so I
seem
got
to
it.
know.
It's done. I got it.
That's all. Don't bother me with that nonsense.
And that was the conversation that I thought was amusing.
Yeah, but you can't sit there.
You can't sit there and laugh at your boss like that.
It's not about
Not
laughing
at
at
my
your
boss.
No,
Yes, it is.
You know what? It's not about that I'm his boss. He's laughing at me. It's that we have 7 minutes to cover stuff, and I just find that when I'm trying to get you to answer stuff, John's laughing takes your attention away from what we're doing.
Absolutely.
Hey, Howard.
Then I won't laugh.
Yes, Casey.
Howard, that is the biggest pet peeve I have about John. It's just that you are such a ball breaker. I mean, he's trying to get stuff done, and you just sit there and you just laugh. And
Spoken from a true guy, a true child molester over here.
Oh, that's something different. But
Yes.
no, but dude,
That's something different.
No. If you're just
I'm
trying
a ball
to,
buster 'cause
you
you're
got
black
no, you
now,
got
and I break
you
my
got
balls.
If
You
he's
think about
molesting children, it's in his off hour.
Yeah.
Look, we got like there's like 6 minutes to get stuff done, and you're in here just goofing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's funny.
Howard makes me laugh sometimes, and I laugh. And I think that we know what we're laughing about.
No.
He's got a private
There's no
joke
we.
going with you.
All right.
I look up. Gary's talking to me. I'm seeing the absurdity of a situation, but if I look up and see you laughing at it, of course I'm going to laugh.
Sometimes Gary screws up on some of the factual
Okay, and you're
data.
right.
He does.
And you're-
Okay,
but wait a
then
second.
then I giggle. I do.
But you're not there to.
Why?
You are my
critique.
personal. You follow me to point out my every flaw, and I don't need that kind of help here.
I understand, but I'm not. It is not out of hate.
No. I'm not sure. It's
All
out
right.
of some sort of weird anger. I'm not sure if it's hate.
It's not. It's not at all. I like.
I think if you goof on me, it makes you somehow feel better about yourself. I really do.
Well, I think we're all guilty of that, but I mean that's not really the case with you. I like it. They just take it up to the fry as we had lunch.
I don't think you dislike me. I don't think you dislike me, but you do sandbag me in here.
John always goes.
Why you like Gary is you enjoy goofing on him.
Oh come on!
And there's always a
You
weird
do, you goof
dynamic.
on it.
Is that why you like Gary?
I like Gary because he does a good job.
Okay, wait a second.
I don't particularly like Gary.
Wait a second. What do you
I
wait
just-
a second for?
I like his job that he does
Okay,
for me.
you don't
not
goof on
interested in
Gary?
him. I'm not interested in him as a person.
But see, I am.
I care less.
But I am. I like.
No, you're into hanging around me and getting on my good side by goofing on everyone.
You're
Thank you.
a jester.
And you think you're showing me that you're so much brighter than everyone
No,
else.
it's not. I like.
He's
Listen,
with you.
I do like to goof on
He's
people.
with you in these.
I do like to goof on people, but it has nothing to do with you.
And
Yes, it
you,
does.
you
Oh, okay.
mushmouth, let me tell you something else. If I didn't have Gary, I wouldn't understand a word you said. Gary interprets everything John says.
He is a good interpreter.
He is. John comes in, he goes, I got to tell you something. I go, what is it? And I go, Gary, I don't know what this guy's saying.
Now that's funny.
But let me ask you something.
Yeah.
You goof on Gary.
It's
Yes,
fine.
I do.
All right. Do you like Gary? Really?
No.
All right. Well then.
He hadn't
all right.
thought
Well then
about
it's
it
different.
until
I
now.
like Gary, and
Wait, so that
I
makes
think
the
he does a
goofing
good
better?
job. I don't particularly like him.
Wait, John.
What's to like
What are
about
you
him?
saying? You don't like him?
this isn't bothering you at all.
I don't hate him. I don't have any feeling about him.
Because you know what?
Come on, after all this time,
I gotta
you've
tell you
never
something.
developed one feeling for the guy?
I feel he does a good job.
I
Wait a
respect
second.
him.
You mean
Who
you
likes
But wait a
Gary?
minute. Hold it.
I mean,
it
who
would
really-
just naturally happen that you would
Name anyone who hangs around
have
with Gary.
a certain amount of affection or something.
I care about him as another human being.
Well, that's something. something.
But I don't like him.
But Howard,
I don't hate him.
Howard, do you think it makes it? Do you think that it's easier for John to say he goofs on me because he likes me?
Do I like that chair over there?
No.
I mean, it's a nice chair, but I don't have a relationship with it. Gary is my producer. He comes and he does a good job, and that's why he's here. I don't have to like the guy.
Do you like me better than the chair?
I feel the way about you that I feel about the chair.
Do you like
You both serve a function.
Who do you like better? Do you like John or Gary better?
John.
Who do you like better for working here?
Gary.
That's all I need.
Oh, wait
I would fire John in a second. I wouldn't fire Gary.
I wasn't out late last night doing interviews. I mean,
oh please, John! Once in a life. I mean, it's got to be.
I always want to do one.
And a lifetime experience now.
Ask the E guys. I say, let's do them.
No, I'd fire you in a minute.
Oh, all right.
But Gary, I need to do the job.
Oh, okay.
I like how Gary performs his job. I don't like Gary. Just 50 guys I like better than Gary if I was going to hire a friend.
You certainly are a morale booster.
You know what?
I'm complimenting the guy.
I don't care. I need him to like my job. That's all I care about.
You do a good job.
But you could like him because he does a good job.
Why would I like him? What is there to like about him?
Oh, my God. I'm not going to analyze what is there to like about Gary.
You tell me what you like about him.
You spend a lot of time talking to Gary. You'd think you
about work.
found something to like
I don't
by
ever.
now.
Do we ever socialize?
Not anymore.
Right. Exactly.
No, I'm not saying, but you're here in the workplace. Sometimes you have a conversation that's not work related, don't you?
No.
Oh.
Not really, no. Why would I talk to him?
That's cruel.
But it's not cruel. It's the truth. He loves the truth.
I don't mind this.
He can't handle the truth.
I don't mind this at all. I just want to.
I like how the guy works.
If Howard thinks I do a good job,
He's
that's
more
all I
valuable.
need.
I tell you what, I prefer not liking him. I don't want to get bogged down with nonsense.
But the deal is, you don't dislike me, correct?
You do like him. I can tell when you like him.
I told you I like you
love
the
Gary.
same
No, he
way I
likes
like a
you,
chair.
You don't dislike me.
I don't dislike
No,
you.
he likes you.
I don't dislike the chair.
He feels your pain. He gets very concerned when he feels that you're being
wronged.
Yes, absolutely. I can tell he likes you. Then.
No, it's not a lie. I need him to work.
Oh, stop!
I need him uninterrupted, and you don't interrupt him.
I won't. Do you like
I'll fire you.
Do you like KC?
Do I like him? Yeah, I like KC.
Oh.
Yeah, I like KC.
So who do you like better, KC or Gary?
KC.
Oh.
But I'd fire KC in a minute. I love Gary's work. See, there's a difference, and that's more important.
You have trouble saying you love Gary.
I don't love Gary. I don't like Gary.
Oh, you.
I don't feel anything about Gary except I love his work.
Who do you like better, Artie or Gary?
Artie.
Everyone loves Artie.
I want to hang out with Artie. Artie's my friend.
Wait a minute, I got it. Fred or Gary?
Oh, I like Fred.
Wait a second. You don't socialize with Fred.
No, I don't really have.
He likes me, John.
But I like him as a person.
I'm just.
He doesn't bother me.
There's a history, John, you don't know anything about.
Freddie, I like you too. I don't understand why he would like you in a car.
Here's my point.
You don't understand
If
half
I
the
was on a
questions you
boat
Fred.
and Gary and a chair were on there, and I had to throw one off,
You need a chair.
I need a chair to sit on. I don't need Gary as a friend.
Who do you like, Gary, better than which guys around here?
You mean like?
Oh, wait a
Gary?
second. I got one for you.
I don't hate Gary. I just don't think about
Who
it.
do you like better, Gary or Benjy?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I like you better.
Yes. How
Finally.
about Gary or Scott the Pace?
Benji's vile.
Gary or Scott the Pace?
I like Scott the Pace.
Wait a minute, Gary or Scott the engineer?
Oh, Gary.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I don't like Scott the engineer. He's a downer.
I'm David Attell, and I'm here to whore myself out, get the message out about the new Gong Show on Comedy Central, and of course to reminisce about our Afghanistan USO tour. So,
now, how did the tour go for you?
I think we'll all agree that the tour is great. It's the getting there that sucks. The flying, taking 5 planes to get there, spending 20 hours, and very unsmokable airports, which was a shock to me. Turkey, you can't smoke in the airport. Can't believe it. Yeah, you can bang a boy in the. No, I'm kidding. No. But yeah, that was the hard part. and the heat of the whatever that was, desert areas was very, very crazy. But the guys did a great job, and the troops were very into it. So
I think Dave Attell's got some real pressure on him. He's got to go out and promote the Gong Show. They're starting it on Comedy Central. He's the host.
He's the host, yeah.
Yeah, it's his show, so he's got to get out there.
You think there's real pressure? It's Comedy Central.
Yeah, well, no, there's pressure.
They're banking on this?
They're banking on him.
All right.
He's their one hope.
Now that they lost Dave Chappelle?
Yeah.
What's up?
Is there pressure on you to promote the Gong Show? In other words, you want this to be... But, I mean, you can laugh all you want, but this is a big deal to you.
It really is.
You need this to be successful.
This is my last chance to show business.
I mean, you've done a lot of work for Comedy Central. You've had HBO specials. You're a successful comedian.
You had your own show.
I did, yeah.
That didn't work out.
It didn't... What?
Well, I mean, it ended.
Well, I ended it, though.
Right. Oh,
yeah,
you
it was
did?
going to kill him, that show.
Why did you end your own Dave Attell show?
Because I only have one liver, and it got harder to do as it was called the Insomniac Show, not the Dave Attell Show.
All right, but it should have been called. Everyone called it the Dave Attell. The whole industry called it.
They called it the whole industry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone in the industry called it the Dave Attell Show.
Exactly. Variety, of course. Yeah. No, they called it. Why I ended because it was getting harder to do, but I wanted to keep doing hour specials, and they wanted the half hours, and I guess in hindsight I should have kept doing it. But look at me now; I'm like an old, drunk guy. I mean, it just seems like.
Are you really a drunk?
Yeah, and that's why the Gong Show is like a perfect rehab of.
Do you have a drinking problem?
Yeah, well, what is this? The first time on the air?
No, but I'm saying, I'm wondering.
I haven't had a drink in like 6 months, and the guys will back me up on the tour there. So.
How much is this a shtick, this addict kind of person?
I don't speak early Jewish vaudeville terms.
Right.
How much of my shticklach?
Yeah. How much? No, I mean, how much of this is your persona? Like Dean Martin, everyone thought he was a raging alcoholic, and maybe he wasn't. But some people have suggested it was an act. Is this an act with you, or are you really having a problem? Do you need to go to rehab?
No, I think that what happened is just I got, I just stopped because, it was, I just was sick of, just doing nothing, and the drinking was boring after a while and shameful.
Was there cocaine involved?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
But that was years ago.
Right.
No,
because Sara Silverman said when she went out with you, when she was your girlfriend,
right,
she saw no evidence of drinking or any of this behavior. It came after her, she said.
I thought he was always depressed, though.
Well, I didn't have any money then.
You didn't have money to buy alcohol.
Exactly. I didn't have any of that kind of remote control money, as we used to call it back in the 80s.
So they called you and said, we're starting the Gong Show again.
Wait, jump around? Okay, and what else happened?
Wait, hold it.
Go ahead.
Don't worry, I'll get back to
This is
everything.
how you break a guy down. You don't stay on the same topic.
I thought we were on the same team a minute ago.
By the time I'm done, you'll see.
Watch out for a curveball coming.
I think I just got it.
No, it was Sara Silverman.
Right.
I'll go back to that if you want.
No, that's okay. What are you going to do with the wedding? That's what I really want to know. Can I say?
Go ahead. Give me your suggestion.
2 weddings. It seems to work in every Ashton Kutcher movie. Why wouldn't it work for you?
You're making a good point.
You run from the guest house to the front of the house and the back of the and the mate's like, "What's going on, Mr. Howard?"
That is genius because there's so many people who split up. You could have the other partner there. That's a very, very
boring. All right. So what happened with the Gong Show?
Yeah, Dave.
Now let me. Can I say one thing? Tip of the hat.
Did you? Oh, thank you.
Tip of the hat to you. Howard takes it to the level that we can never get it to with these acts. Because you've brought on all these amazingly freakish people, cool people, brought out. They're fun, and I'm like, how do we do that? I don't think we got to that level, but you were the inspiration.
Thank you.
There you go. So, and that's not just sucking up. That's actually true.
No, so. It's nice to hear someone say that. But the Gong Show, were you a fan of the Gong Show?
Yeah, I think the Gong Show was like the first time you actually saw freaks.
I was
doing
a fan of
great things,
yeah.
And like ukulele acts and guys in a bathtub and Gene, the dancing machine, all that stuff. And that was before YouTube, so that was like really the only outlet.
Right.
We take it down and dirty, more the road of hilarious than that. We've got something going that they don't have going for them, which is great judges, and the judges from Andy Dick to Triumph the Insult Comic Dog, Adam Carolla, all these different people came on, and they had a ball with it. They just they get involved in some of the acts. They lay it down. It's not like Sharon Osbourne giving this critique or some English dandy giving some kind of you'll never make it, mate.
Oh,
blah,
so
blah,
it's
blah.
it's a direct ripoff of Howard's show.
Exactly.
Thank you.
We have everybody from unicyclers to queefers, and and in between. Yeah, that's your that's your bread and butter.
You do
here.
have a queefer.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
so could
new.
a queefer win? Or
I wanted. See, that's the thing. The whole thing that really got me was that, America's Got Talent. It's always like the juggler and the guy on the unicycle with the bag, and we had those people on. But I wanted the
hardcore.
The vaudeville, uncabaret people, like the girl shooting a dart with her vagina at her husband with balloons. I mean, I was like, I love this stuff.
But it's only so far you can go. It's still cable television.
No, they show it.
They
Comedy
do.
Central's very cool about it. I give them a
shooting
real
a dart out of her vagina.
Yeah, well, you don't see the actual,
vagina.
The thing, but you see, it coming out. And
I see. So if this
it is a kids program, the Gong Show. I remember it was on in the afternoon.
Now, are you able to negotiate with Comedy Central a decent salary? I mean, they're pretty tight with the dollar, are they not?
I'm betting that Dave got $20,000 an episode.
Wow, I say that's high.
It could be. It could be between 20 to 50, but it could be 30. I'll say around closer to 20 than 50.
Well, the funny thing is, Artie, you also are a sitcom actor, so if I was going to use my old quote from my part on Wings, from when I was on Just Shoot Me. No, but that's part of it too. But Comedy Central, money-wise, they bring the money if you bring the ratings. And the good and the bad of Comedy Central is that you can take it to the next level. Like the Gong Show would not work, and they've tried it a million different times.
Yes.
A lot of guys have tried it.
Yes.
And it is kind of like the Titanic of going down with the ship. And I could ramble off many hosts who've tried to do it. And we immediately went in and said, we're not going to try and do what Chuck Barris did. Okay, right. I'm not wearing a suit. I'm not wearing a Indian war bonnet with a kilt.
But Chuck Barris had fun with it.
Yeah, he was great.
He was almost looked drunk.
I always thought he was high.
How long did you date Sara Silverman?
I don't know. Are you asking me to go to the wedding?
Yes. How long did
could
you
I
date?
Go?
What, to my wedding?
Yeah.
Do you feel
not with that
close
face.
Do you feel,
to my wedding?
Do you want to go to my wedding?
Oh, I guess my Gong Show money. I can't afford.
I mean, we're not
a Dell figurine. What if I bring a beautiful Kyrgyzstanian girl that I met in Kyrgyzstan?
I love you, and I think you're great, and I'd like to become friendly with you.
But you're not coming to the wedding.
But we never hang out together. I mean, would you really want to be there?
3 words: bong hits and Scrabble. Let's make it happen.
Let me put it to you this way, Dave. What kind of gift could you afford at Crate and Barrel?
Look, talk to me about Sara Silverman and Jimmy Kimmel announced they have broken up. And that's why I bring this up.
Do you think it's because of the Gong Show?
No.
Is that like a thing in their relationship? If the Gong Show ever comes back.
I want to ask you something.
Go ahead.
Why did you and Sara break up? And maybe that'll give me insight into why Jimmy and Sara broke up.
I don't, why?
Yeah, did she break up with you? Or
of course.
She did?
Yes.
You were in love with her?
Absolutely.
Seriously?
Well, what do you want me to say?
No,
yeah,
I don't know if you're being sarcastic.
But it was puppy love, you know what I'm saying?
All right, it was
it's
a
not
long
like
time
the adult
ago.
love that you power couples share, you know?
Right.
The love of a jet getaway weekend to where do you guys go again?
But isn't all love puppified in a sense?
Where do you guys head off to, whether it's the
Cabo
Hamptons or Darfur to just help out?
Hold it.
To hold an AIDS baby?
Try to be serious with me about this.
He
'cause
can't do it.
I'm trying to get insight.
His defense mechanism is up, Dave. Come on.
How long did you date Sara Silverman? How many months, years? I don't know.
Well, I would like to think it was a couple of years.
A couple of years.
Yeah.
And what would she say?
I don't know. She brings it.
Okay, I'm just asking. I'm trying to get insight because I like Jimmy and Sara very much.
I
as a
think they're
couple.
going to get back together.
You do?
Yes.
Why?
Well, sweeps weeks are coming up, and October's rolling around, and nothing gets.
You think it'll be a big deal if they get
You
back
think
together?
this is a publicity stunt?
Yes, he does. No,
I really do.
No, but in all seriousness, you were going out with her. You loved her.
Right.
Was the sex great? I keep thinking that Jimmy and Sara maybe didn't have great sex. That Jimmy maybe got bored or something.
Really?
I don't know. I'm trying to put this together.
You don't think Sara got bored with
She
the sex?
could have. I'm asking from a man's point of view who slept
Jimmy
with Sara.
was the great lover?
Was Sara a great lover?
She was a great. I would say she's like 3 lovers in one.
No, is she a great lover?
Isn't that a term that you really only use for like an older man?
Come on, stop.
She's
All
a
right, I'm an
great
older
lover.
man. Is she a great lover?
Yeah, she is.
She
She's
is.
a very. I'll tell you one thing, and this is all in truth. She's a very alive person. She's very in the moment and all that kind of stuff, and me a brooding, like, balding old guy. That's the kind of stuff that you're attracted to.
Right.
She's like a live person, and she's good at sports, and I could give a shit about sports, but
But the sex was frequent. In other words, it wasn't being withheld. It was a good.
Is that what you think
life.
would happen with them?
I don't know. I'm trying to piece this together. It's shocking to me. I'm actually upset about it.
Are you really?
Yeah, because I enjoy hanging out with them as a couple.
Well, why can't you still do that?
As a couple?
I can't. They won't get together as a couple.
As a T-Mobile cell phone, can't you? Well, you know what? I'll tell
What
you
is
this,
your theory on this? What do you think happened?
I really just heard about it the other day because we got a little saying in Afghanistan.
Right.
If you love it, no. I really don't know, but I'd say that both of them are, I don't know Jimmy that well, but I know her pretty well, or I did, and I think that they're probably working a lot. He has his show,
right,
and she has her show, and that's a lot of work. And then I think it's like adult stuff. It's not like when you're just out of college, kind of hanging around things. So it's more of an adult scene that I probably wouldn't know about. But that's probably, I'd say, the problem.
Last time I saw her, she said, "I love him. I'm going to be with him the rest of my life." Blah 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 blah.
And what happened?
Well, this was the rest
up.
of her life. You just didn't know. It didn't mean she was going to be dead.
Right. I don't know. I don't understand it, to tell you the truth. I really
don't get it either. And
have you ever done Jim's show or Jimmy's show?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
When during the Insomniac thing, I came out and
Did you discuss having sex with her?
His girl.
No, I didn't.
You didn't. Why not? Wouldn't that be great television to say, "Hey, I banged her, you banged her. Let's compare
That's
notes."
pretty rock and roll. It's not so much comedy. That's like what rock
funny.
guys do. Like Eric Clapton could do that or something. Like
I don't know. I mean,
I would have tuned in.
I would listen to you guys comparing notes and saying, she didn't do this, but then Jimmy would go, "Oh no, she did that
Don't
with
you
me.
love it when she goes,
She never licked
"Oh
my
God,
balls,
she
and that
never did
upset
that to
me." And
no, Dave wants to do jokes about shampoo and a sock.
Every time I come in here, you always bring up Sara and all that stuff. What do I have to do that? Like, if I found Bin Laden on that trip, and I also opened Iron Man, would that?
No, I only brought it up because of the news that they were.
I know,
I
it's
thought
shocking.
you could offer insight. I did.
Do you think it has something to do with the gas prices? Now, this leads into neutral territory.
Do you have sex videos of her with you?
No,
you never took her.
Before that, no, never.
Wow. Well, all right. I will drop it then.
Like, I mean, honestly, Howard, would you? Don't you feel like that's like you got to be really on your game to do that kind of stuff? Like
sex video?
Yeah.
I've tried it and it never works out well. I've done it a couple of times in my life.
Now, a man in your position, why would you even put yourself in that? Position?
I look so bad.
You do
on these videos. You think you're in decent shape.
What? You really aren't the the best judge. You should show us.
I did one where I took the video on my penis, and I don't know, it must have been bright light, but it looked very veiny and like it was. I was like, ugh.
You're too harsh and critical.
When people ask me that, I go, look, I'm embarrassed by video of me not having sex, just acting.
Yeah, right, just being around.
Right, yeah. I mean,
that's what I mean. You're too critical of yourself. You should let somebody else judge it.
Okay, Robin. I'd love to have your critique.
After Gary came back from Afghanistan, he came to me and he said, "Dave Attell is a saint."
I
said, a saint. He said they should call him Saint Attell.
He really is.
Why do you? I said to Gary, "Why do you say this about Dave Attell? Because as far as I can see, he doesn't look like any kind of saint to me.
Right.
He seems very...
Nobody's ever described him that way before.
And he's a Jew.
And he's a Jew. That's right.
And then the Jimmy thing, right?
Right. So, and he fucked Sarah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see him being a
no
saint.
saint has ever fucked Sarah.
So Gary goes, Wolf, there were days when we were traveling. You know how you talk. He goes, Wolf, there were days we were traveling. And we would be very tired. And sometimes the USO would say, when you're eating, go have meals with the troops and talk to them. But sometimes we were so tired, we would just eat amongst ourselves.
Uh-huh.
But Dave Attell would go over to the troops' tables, no matter what was going on, and sit there and talk with them. It's very, very important to him. The whole time he's there, he's talking to the troops.
He never shied away from the troops.
Right.
Well,
is that accurate?
That is accurate. And, the guys didn't know that that's part of the USO thing. It's not just doing the shows, but, they picked it up real quick.
Artie apparently didn't know.
All right. Well, but Artie is a different...
Slept, yeah.
We just...
Artie slept through all of Afghanistan.
But they were like, how do you do it? And I go, well, I was brought up as a runaway. and I was used to going truck to truck looking for love. No, it's
what is
these
it?
guys are. I'm sorry.
Go ahead and explain yourself.
I'll explain. I'm glad that first of all, I'm glad I couldn't pick better guys to go with because not just Artie and Gary, but Nick and Jim Florentine were great. And the whole thing is that the monotony. We see the war in little snippets on the news, and it's explosions and shooting. But then there's the other times of just monotonous routine, heat, being distant from their loved ones, their lives. You know, there's a lot of people there in the Guard and Reserve who have other lives that they've had to put on hold to do it.
And
what
the
we
psychological pressure, knowing that they might be killed at any minute.
Exactly.
Right.
But besides all that, there's really just the never-endingness of it and the sameness of it. And that could be horrific or it could be boring, but it's over and over and over for over a year. And we're just like new faces that come in. I don't consider myself famous. I'm not, Jessica Simpson or anything like that. But we just come in and like whether they know you or not, it's just somebody else to talk to. Like, comics are great because we don't bring any equipment. We just come in, tell a couple of, dick jokes and we're out of there.
Right.
And they love it dirty. And, they might say the powers that be, keep it clean, do this, whatever. Yeah. But when it gets down to it, they always love it dirty. And we love bringing it to them that way. So.
Right.
Yeah, the
So it was
shows,
a good experience.
the shows were very successful, and like obviously Dave destroyed, as did Nick. Everybody killed.
Yeah,
and Gary did a good job. And I mean, it is so satisfying afterwards at the meet and greet when these guys come up to you and say, "You know what, man? And every one of them were nice. We really appreciate you coming. We laughed, and it was good to escape for a while." And Dave has gone probably about 4 or 5 times. Is that right? You've been there quite a bit.
Different place,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
you've been to Iraq?
Iraq.
You've been to Afghanistan.
And, Afghanistan used to be the one where everybody's like, I hope I get sent to Afghanistan because it's safer. Now it's really like going crazy. Yeah.
Did you feel in danger at any time when the mortar attack? We read about the mortar attack. We asked Gary and we asked Artie about it yesterday.
Was that your first time being under attack?
Well, besides coming on this show, the emotional mortars, the rounds shot at me, the salvo.
Coming in.
No, it happened in Iraq too, but it wasn't like where we had to get in the bunkers. It was just kind of like, oh, by the way, we were attacked. But the best part, there's 2 stories I'd like to say about the whole tour. One of them was I was roommates with Artie for a while and Nick DiPaolo. Right. And
fun. That's a fun room.
It was a fun room, and Artie. It's hard to sleep with him because he, you think like he's a bigger guy, he must snore. Well, I snore. Right. Nick might snore or whatever, but he talks in his sleep.
Oh no!
Really? And not just talks, he orders food in his sleep.
Oh,
I'm not kidding around. Get Nick DiPaolo on the phone. It's so true.
Yeah, no,
is that right,
Howard?
That's crazy.
Dana and a couple other chicks have said this to me.
You order food in your sleep?
And Howard, he sounds contrived, but he's telling the truth because
it is true.
Other people have told me this, and it's so embarrassing yet so funny.
I never heard it. Does it arrive? Does the food come after
what did I say?
I'm no Craig Gass, but may I try it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like 2 burgers and a dew. Like Mountain Dew, 2 burgers and a dew.
Oh,
are you serious?
Yeah.
You mean he's laying there, and all of a sudden you start hearing him talking about food?
2 burgers and a dew.
Burgers.
But
what
not
else
just
does he
laying there.
mention? What else does he?
Kind of shaky, kind of like.
I do. I get the shakes.
What else? What else does he order? I'm curious. Pizza.
Well, Nick DiPaolo said the 2 burgers and a dew thing, and that was why I knew they weren't bullshitting. Just 2 separate times they said the same exact thing that I ordered.
Wow.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I don't even drink Mountain Dew.
And the whole trip too, he was not really eating. He was eating apples the whole time, and he had like 1 big meal, and that was about it.
It's amazing. Gary was telling me about you in Afghanistan, and he even said this, and I hope I don't embarrass you. He says, at one point, Dave Attell waved his hands over the desert, and it turned into water. I'm not kidding.
No, you know what?
I was afraid, like flying in the helicopters and all that kind of stuff, but that was pretty cool that we got a chance to do that.
That was really
cool. Did you shoot off a gun like Artie and Gary?
Yeah, I did.
You did, and you liked it.
Yeah, no, that's the coolest part of it because, like, they were like, "Hey, how do you know?" Like, because I watch all those military, like, History Channel.
Why
stuff.
do you?
I love that stuff.
Why do you go? You didn't just go once. This is your 5th time over.
Well, no, I've been to Afghanistan twice and Iraq once, and then I've done like other USO.
Why
stuff.
do you do it? Do you feel an obligation?
Yeah, I also feel that like we're not really asked to do anything, and that like it's a really good. I guess we're lucky that we get to do it because we're in like show business.
Right.
But I just feel like don't get a chance to do anything. And like I've traveled a lot, but that part of the world is like a whole different animal. And,
it really is.
Like you would never. Well, I told this to I think Nick, whatever. When we were in the Kyrgyzstan airport, by the way, do not honeymoon around there because that's there was a guy getting on the plane with a bow and arrow. I'm not kidding around, Howard. I'm not kidding. A Mongolian hordeman, whatever, was getting on with a bow, and he was at the counter like, when can I get that flight? And I'm like, that guy's got a real bow and arrow on him, And you're only afraid of the bow and arrow from a distance, but up close, it's kind of like retarded,
Yeah.
I mean, no,
it's a bit I'm working at.
So you are a man who feels compelled to help his country any way you can, and you do it.
Yeah,
and you do it with joy.
Can I say one thing?
Yes.
Okay. The biggest surprise, delightful surprise, was when we went to the Predator base and did Gary tell you this?
Oh yeah, the colonel.
The colonel of the Predator base is like the most devout fan of your show.
Wow.
Anyway, because we walk in and he's giving us like a bullet point thing on the Predator, which is pretty cool because Jeff Anthony, usually when you do the USO tour, you meet everybody. You meet like the guy who's in charge of sanitation, and he gives you like a rundown on how they did the base and like how they set up the city and all that kind of stuff. So some of it's kind of monotonous, but you're there to meet the guy, so you got to sit through it. But this guy goes, I got a couple questions. One about the merger, and like he's like a colonel.
He's up on it.
Yeah. And the next one, Jim, are you still going out with Robin? And then like, where's Artie? Is he coming out?
Well,
he wants you to be up fanatical.
Right. Dave has been there so much, Howard. He knows enough, and he reads a lot about it. I guess.
Yeah.
Where he's talking to the Army guys in Army terms, like a guy will have a rifle, and we don't even know what the fuck it is, and Dave will be going, "What are you using that? Do you use S50s, or you got a 485 Glock on that?"
I didn't say it.
I mean, no, you knew numbers.
You're a gun freak.
You're not a gun freak.
Nick in Lake Tahoe, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Good morning, Howard. Thank you very much. I got a question for Dave Attell. Was there any time on the trip that you guys were so scared that you said, "Oh man, this is it. I don't know if we're ever going to get out of this one," or anything like that? Artie, Gary?
Probably when Artie was talking in his sleep about food.
I thought he was going to eat me. No. I think it's scary. I think the real scary part, because they can take really good care of you. The scariest part is the flying. Like you fly in a lot of different aircraft, old military aircraft, like from the the 60s.
Howard, no windows, and it's claustrophobic.
Yes,
and you're a target too.
And you can't fly over Iran or Pakistan, so it's really. Remember how you used to always bitch, and you were so right about how France wouldn't let us fly.
Right.
So these fucking planes have to go around and use more fuel. It takes longer, and these soldiers are packed in these planes with all this equipment, and because you can't fly over fucking Iran or France or whenever we couldn't do that, it takes longer, and they're tired. And you don't realize how important windows are on a plane to make you feel more secure.
Right.
You're just up and you don't know what's going on. But during the mortar fire, I got to a point where I really was a little first of all claustrophobic in the bunker. Second of all, a little bit, because there was a lot of us packed in. And when we're walking, and that kid said to me, "Look, the way I look at it, if you get hit, you get vaporized." And it's like it's going to be weird just. That got to me a little bit.
Yeah.
But they make you feel...
It's got to hurt to be vaporized.
But they make...
What is vaporized, Artie? Can you explain that a little bit?
Well,
So in
other words, you get hit with a weapon that's so powerful that it just can turn you into dust immediately. You don't even feel it.
Yeah, there's nothing left of you.
Right.
Gary said at one point, Dave Attell jumped on the mortar.
I would have done that if it was good for the show.
Well, did you ever at any time assess who would be a problem if it got heavy?
Well, I did think that if, let's say, we were captured, I know as a Jew, I would have had to think out one of the other guys.
Right.
No, if we say got into a crash and we were in the desert by ourselves, abandoned, alone, and had to resort to cannibalism, you figure I'm going first because they're lasting 2 months on me.
Let's go to Jerry. Jerry, you're on the air in Dover.
Okay. Hey, besides that, the Gong Show looks like it's going to be funny as hell. But,
oh, thanks, man.
Hey, Sarah Silverman, little star fucker, did she take it up the ass?
Oh.
Wow. That's a legitimate question, and you got to deal with it any way you have to deal with it.
You really think he should answer?
I do. I think it's legitimate. I don't think it's a nice question, but I think it's a legitimate question. Did Sara take it in the ass?
No, I don't see any of that there. I think it was more by Kabbalah sex. It was really...
It was more traditional.
Yes.
All right. I mean,
I like how that guy came at it.
You were with her in the early '90s. That was the height of the anal craze.
Was it really?
Absolutely. Even Robin went through it. Robin took it. I had it a couple of times in my ass. Yes, absolutely.
Well, back in the desert, that's really the only way to clean yourself. Clean your piece, as they call it.
That means she probably took it right up the ass.
What's going on with your relationships now? Do you have a girlfriend? No one ever reads about you in the tabloids.
The Gong Show is really, I think, like a eHarmony for me because I met so many interesting ladies on there. This one girl.
Are you having sex?
Well, not really because I stopped drinking.
You mean that ended your sex life?
Well, it does. It kind of like you'd rather go home. I'm actually one of the few guys who's cool being alone. And that was kind of the weird thing, like sharing a room with these guys.
Yeah.
Because I think he'll say it too, like, Artie, you're on the road all the time, but you get like your own. At the end, you go into your own room and you can do whatever you want.
Absolutely.
And now it's kind of like this, like guy club, and like you're afraid to like undress in front of everyone. Yeah. Although you're walking around wearing just a towel, a towel,
and that's always fun. But we had, because again and again, like Dave said, we couldn't pick a better bunch of guys. There were a couple of nights where, we couldn't sleep, and it was just me, Nick, and Dave, and just laughing all night because we. You just love each other's company on top of being performers. And, I mean, Dave, is being humble a little bit. A ton of guys recognize him from Insomniac. They love seeing him.
Right.
And he goes up and, like, literally at the mess hall, he'll go out of his way to just talk to guys. And like I told you yesterday, there was one group of guys who said to me and Gary, look, they were just out of Fort Hood, Texas, going away for 15 months. They asked, could you hang out with us? And Dave was very aware of that, and he always did it. Never said no to anything. So I mean,
Dave.
It was a great. It was a great. It was a great.
That's
tour.
not true. But, I mean, thank you, Artie. But a lot of it has to do with that's our fan base too. These guys are the guys who come see our shows when they're and it's like that's the cool connection because it's not just like they know your stuff, or like a lot of them have said
you don't care. You never think about your own life. You never think about the fact that you might get killed over there.
Well, I'm kind of hoping.
You're hoping you die.
Since I have a miserable life,
Now tell me, you don't have a girlfriend.
I don't.
And
so I can't go to the wedding then.
You don't have anybody who...
No, I have a friend.
You got a friend.
Yeah.
Something's going on.
Well,
Why are you keeping it such a secret?
No, she's not my girlfriend, though.
Why are you hiding her? Bring her in here now.
Why did you say it to her?
You know what I'm gonna... I'm gonna have...
Who are you voting for? Now that you've been overseas and you've seen the action firsthand, who will be the best man to handle the situation in Iraq and Afghanistan?
Wow.
Is it Obama or is it McCain?
Well, sometimes I think it's really, I think, the 1-2 punch. You got to get like the right vice president, and sometimes I think like, late at night, especially after drinking binge, the best guy for the job would be Obama and the Burger King. The actual Burger King.
Stop it.
No.
Tell me who you're for.
Who am I for?
Yeah. Who is the best commander-in-chief? You've been with the troops.
Yeah.
Mayor McChee.
You've spoken with the troops.
Yes, I've spoken to them and heard their views.
You think the Burger King would be a good vice president?
Well, the Burger King burnt down. Talk about...
Oh, that's right. Oh,
you didn't tell that story?
Well, I was trying to, but we were all over the place. But
we only had 3 hours.
The Afghanistan...
The Afghanistan Burger King.
The Kandahar, the base we were at in Kandahar, the place that stunk like shit.
Yeah, the Kandahar BK.
Yeah, it had a Burger King.
Yeah.
And of course, I hear that, my eyes light up.
Yeah.
And then they go, but it burnt down last week.
Yeah.
A mortar hit the fucking Burger King. So I was looking to have a Whopper with cheese with shit on it.
I've actually gone to a fast food restaurant, whether it was Burger King or McDonald's in Aruba many years ago.
Right.
And it was so bad.
Really getting into the local culture.
Oh, my God. I was so fat back then that I decided I needed to eat Burger King. And I go in Aruba, and I go into the local town. It took over an hour to get a burger. There's no such thing as fast food. Can you imagine in Afghanistan what that would have been like? I mean, you would have been sick. I'm sure for months.
And the guy behind the counter.
Yeah.
What would you like? You know what else they have? Like a Starbucks ripoff type place that they build.
What, the Tim Hortons?
Well, not the Tim Hortons. Like
I love that place. Talk about real heroes. It's those 4 Canadian girls working at the Tim Hortons.
Yeah, there's a Tim Hortons
in Afghanistan,
and there's like a coffee bean type place.
Yeah.
Green bean, whatever.
You think they set that up for the troops? You mean?
Yeah, I mean it's a whole city. So the funny thing is, you see a lot of these big good old boys from the South walking around with an M16 and a caramel macchiato.
Yeah.
Frappuccino.
Isn't it amazing, like, the lengths people will go to make a living? I mean, that's pretty something. That's extreme to set up like a Starbucks in Afghanistan.
Right, and it's
when
always
you hear
packed.
about those people who get kidnapped, it's always
Yeah.
some guy
Right.
from the Midwest
Contractor.
who needed a job.
It's always a barista at
It shows
Starbucks.
you how shitty things are out there.
In Kyrgyzstan, the cool thing is because the people are like Russian hybrid. You know, like you'll meet like a girl like with one blue eye, like a husky, like weird hot girls, and they get jobs on the bases. And like I was up early one day, like just chain smoking outside, and these two guys walked by, a guy and a girl, and they're like wearing like all yellow. I could tell they're not in the military; they're like contracted, and there's like this drop dead blonde hottie who in New York would be, you know, like the top of the totem pole. She's like collecting my cigarette butts and like putting them in this thing.
Yeah,
like,
that's right.
I
Like-
couldn't believe it. Like that's the best job there.
Local Russian nanny.
They need Tyra Banks to find her or something.
All right,
Smoking blondes.
All right, you didn't answer my question,
right?
Because Artie said he now was leaning toward McCain after coming back
really?
from the troops.
A little bit, not totally. I don't know.
You could switch back.
Who are you supporting?
Well, I don't really know who I'm going to support. I always go for the ones who are like pro-abortion and all that kind of stuff, gay rights and all that. Because you know, like I feel like it's too stiff out there, especially in the comedy clubs with all the
agree.
you know church stuff. But
And
you know,
plus-
that's just me. You know, whatever. But
Plus, you're a gay guy who's had an abortion.
right?
So that would be Obama you're for.
Yeah, I guess that. But I do love McCain. Like I read all his books, and I think he's definitely like you know.
So you're having a
hardcore.
hard time deciding.
It's very hard.
And
So I
you
probably,
also-
you know what I think I'm going to do? Sleep in and not vote. You think that's good?
No,
That's
maybe
what I do.
That's the answer.
You
Will
also know that McCain can't really be fucking in real life anti-abortion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
he's a cool dude. He's a cool dude.
Policy.
Yeah, I know he should say it, but these crazy Bible Belt people have you by the fucking balls.
Well, then he's got to stand up to them. That's what I think.
That would be leadership.
That's
One
right.
other thing I said in my sleep, I just remembered that, and again, other people have said this, and Nick told me this, that on top of that, he claims that I said, and again, I shake around when I do it, and Nick does such a funny impression of me shaking around.
But what does he claim you
He
said?
claims I said, no, regular Coke.
Regular Coke.
I'm not kidding.
I don't know if that was a drug.
I'm not
That's the
kidding.
greatest thing I ever
I mean,
heard.
and these both guys said when they woke up with me one night that I was ordering a burger and a Mountain Dew. I don't
dream about food like most guys dream about pussy.
Exactly.
Well, I had a wet
Maybe.
dream and I woke up and it was all ketchup and Russian dressing.
He would go to sleep with like ice tongues,
Do you
like a
realize
teddy.
Do you realize his nightmare is being served Diet Coke? He hates it so much.
I do.
I never
Listen,
thought of it that
one
way.
final question.
Yeah.
Will you call Sarah Silverman and try to date her again now that she's broken up with you?
Howard, I'm not even. I said it before. I'm not in her league. I mean, come on.
I think you're really hot.
You do?
I do.
I've been trying to dress a little bit more adult.
You
I'm
look
glad
good.
you picked up on it.
You know what,
Because
Howard?
if you're going to host
Very,
the Gong Show, you got to show people that you're in charge.
Very relaxed with a suit jacket, like George Carlin.
Like
with
an
a
Armand
beard.
DeSante.
Right.
You know
That was
what,
my
Howard?
pace car.
Enough nonsense.
Dave is being again. If any interviewer could get it out of him, it's you. But Dave has that comedian thing where he tells all these jokes. But I don't know this for sure, and I've known him for a long time. But in the early '90s, he was like the king of New York, like the best comedian
That's
there
nice,
was.
sorry.
And when he was playing at a club, other comedians would be late for spots at other places.
All right, so
because
what happened?
You'd stop and watch him. Well,
setup.
what I'm saying is,
Am I dying?
on top of Sara, I guarantee he got so much pussy back then because he just was like the shit, And
So you downplaying the amount of pussy
I mean,
you get
I don't
when he
know.
says-
Would you guys one at a time? Even the Taliban, they give him a blanket and a Quran.
You're
when
a
they-
famous guy now, Dave. Come
No,
on.
this is all I'm going to say, okay? First of all, she's really funny. He's really, Jimmy's really funny, and I'm sure something's going to happen and, whatever.
Right.
But in
you
terms
are
of already saying that, that's really cool because when I was on the tour with him and Nick, who, I don't know if you guys know, but in the early 90s, Nick DiPaolo was the guy.
Right.
He really was we would look at him and wow, this
Right.
guy, he'd show up, good
Amazing.
looking guy, really on top of his game. And, I still look at him in awe when I think about his writing skills and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of really good comics on the tour. And then Artie had to do a half an hour. So that's
Right.
pretty rough. And we divvied up the dick jokes and the masturbation stuff.
Right. The good thing is that every guy, Florentine, Dave, and Nick are all headliners. So they were nice enough to Like,
We
by
didn't
the
gun
time
him.
I get up, you got to leave the headliners some subjects to go for. Like,
Right.
you know,
So they
you
were
know-
gracious and left you.
Yeah, they knew exactly how to set you up.
That was a great
You guys are all great. I have to
That
say.
was a I know, it's a great real, like, love
deflection.
fest.
I've never met a bunch of greater guys.
Well, I mean, you know, if
Let me tell you what really happened on
Other
there,
than
Howard.
Sarah Silverman, have you ever fucked anyone else famous?
Yeah, you asked him a question and he deflected.
Well, that's what I mean.
completely.
This is what he does.
No,
This
no,
is
no.
what happens. All right, listen.
We'll never get it out of
See the Gong Show. I'm excited it's coming back. I like the idea of you as host. I think it'll be successful. I hope so.
But honestly, a tip of the hat to you. And
thank you.
But
we
Howard,
really did look at
one
your
more
show.
thing, because you'll like this. This is a plug. While I was over there, there's an organization called the Coalition for Major Injuries. These are all guys who come back from the war.
Oh, is this where Dave cut off his own leg and gave it to a soldier? I heard about that.
He's a saint.
These are all guys who are like amputees, bad head injuries, and they're all at a hospital in Florida. And there's an organization that runs, support for these guys. It's a big charity because there's not enough money for these guys, which is awful. And Dave does work with them. And while we were at one of the meet and greets, a guy came up to me and said, "Art, you don't know this, but I have half a leg, and I chose to come back here to work administration, but I work with this coalition. Would you guys do a show in Orlando, Florida for us? And maybe, like, if it's you and Attell and these guys, we get 4,000 people and just give it all to the workers." I gave him my phone number, and I've been in touch with someone he knows. And Dave immediately said yes.
Yes.
And
so he's a
sometime,
very giving man, you would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometime in October, November, we're gonna do like a 4,000 seater for this
That's very
coalition
nice.
of injured people in Florida.
You guys are really giving back.
And Jimmy Florentine and DePaulo already said they would do it. And again, it's a free show, and it's what is the official name of that, Dave? It's the coalition of.
Dave, let me ask you something though
It's
about
Wounded Warrior. I thought we were
Wounded
talking about.
Warrior.
See, I didn't hear about this Orlando thing, but that's
how
cool.
did Sara let you know she was leaving you? All right, listen. Okay. Dave, best of luck. We love when
Thank
you come
you,
in
Howard.
here.
So, Dave, are you really the saint that Gary's making you out to be?
I think they built me up pretty hardcore, but one man saint is just another man doing his job, not like these Hollywood types.
No, we really want credit. Come on.
No, but they, I don't know.
It was, put it this way: there were a lot of dick jokes that the guys loved. That's what we did.
I think everybody did their job, but it's not really a job like you kind of enjoy it and all that kind of
I
stuff.
couldn't
but,
do my 20
I like how
minutes.
Howard brings you back to earth. You can do anything, and he's like,
Dave, how do you think Artie handled the hot weather over there? I know he was nervous about that for a while.
I have to say honestly, I really didn't think he would make it through the 100+ degree temperature, but he did.
I slept most of the days anyway in air conditioning.
With his
ordering food.
His Green
In your
Beret
sleep.
training kicked in. I mean, he did it like when he had to be up. He did it because after like 7 in the morning, it starts getting really hot. And by afternoon, it's like way too hot. But the locals seem to be moving. I don't know. I'm just rambling, but.
I just have some cucumbers I'm going to put on your eyes, okay? Sure.
Scuba.
Hey, Beetlejuice, is everything okay?
Everything's fine, honey.
What happened to the other cucumber?
I ate it.
Yo, what up? Steve Grillo here at Radio City Music Hall at the MTV Music Awards. We're gonna get some really good questions. We're gonna see if we can get some celebrities and maybe piss them off, get thrown out, and see what happens. You know how it goes.
Grillo went out to the Video Music Awards. I didn't play you these, did I?
No.
Let me play these for you real quick. This guy says, Grillo is surprisingly great in his interviews. I always thought he was just a douche. Douche. But he actually did well. The best in Stuttering, John. So that was very nice.
Douche. High praise. Did Grillo write that?
You know what? I got to be honest with you. I thought that immediately. I really, truly
it was
did.
perfectly spelled.
So it couldn't have been him.
The grammar's too good.
All right, here's Grillo out on the MTV Award red carpet trying to get interviews. Here he tries to get Tracy Morgan.
Tracy, what's up, man? Yo, where do you watch music videos these days?
Where do I watch music videos these days? Every channel, wherever it is at.
What's your feeling regarding the death of Ted Kennedy?
Sad loss. He was a great man.
Whose panties do you think smell better, Britney Spears and Nelly Furtado's?
Oh, come on, dude. That's a weird question, dude.
Come on, man. Yo, Tracy.
You asking me about panties?
Grillo, for some reason, was obsessed with that question. You know, we write out a bunch of questions for him. But, like, that's the kind of question that you don't obsess on, but he was obsessed with that one. He asked every single celebrity the panty question.
Really? He thought that was a highlight.
By the way, Nelly Furtado is so attractive.
Did she win?
No, she was a
The
presenter.
poll?
She was a presenter.
No. I meant the Grillo poll. Whose panties smell better?
Oddly enough, not one person answered it. You'll see, he works that question in. You know, when you see a celebrity, you get like 3 seconds, but for some reason, he was just obsessed with that panty question. Here's a guy from a band called New Boys. Do you know New Boys?
No, I don't.
All right, here's New Boys with Grillo.
Well, what's your feeling regarding the death of Ted Kennedy?
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
Oh. Is it time for Chris Brown to be forgiven?
Yes. Yeah, that's the homie. Yeah, shout out to Chris Brown.
Describe Howard Stern in one word.
Howard Stern.
Look,
he retired.
Retired.
In one word. Amazing.
Beat it. You do a little freestyle of Howard?
Look, because I'm doing it big. I rock skinnies like 5, and the ones who put it down is where the skinnies ride. I made it out alive because this go hard jerks, no confusion, but I'm going to go hard for my jerks.
Oh, yeah, rocked it. What's that? The New Boys. Thanks a lot, guys.
What does that mean, jerks? It sounds like they're not digging me. The New Boys.
I don't know if that had anything to do with you.
Oh, okay. I hear jerk and my name in the same sentence. It doesn't sound like a fan.
I don't think he even said your name.
I think we brought that up, though. The kid didn't even know who Ted Kennedy was.
I know.
Jesus. Talk about love and not knowing. But I don't know the New Boys.
See?
Yeah.
I never heard of
I don't think Ted Kennedy knew the New Boys either.
Yeah, well, I don't know who they are, and they don't know who I am. Call it
We're even.
Speaking of Nelly Furtado, here she is with Steve Grillo.
Nelly, please. I've been asking this question all night. You're the only person who can answer this. Whose panties smell better, yours or Britney Spears?
That's a stinky question.
That's a stinky question or a sticky question?
Stinky.
So.
And whose voice was that?
Nelly Furtado.
She sounds like that?
Yeah, I guess. What's the matter? You don't want to hear that voice?
Oh, my.
That was high-pitched whining.
I think that was her. Here's Shakira, very big star, with Steve Grillo.
Hi, have you ever shit your pants?
Pardon?
Have you ever shit your pants?
Pardon?
Pardon? Have you ever shit your pants? That was the shortest interview ever. Maybe he should start with a couple of questions so we could hear the person.
Warm up, yeah.
Send that over to the Radio Hall of Fame, that interview.
Right. I would send it over, but it's boarded up.
Send it to Joe, Greg's.
All right, let's see. Who's this? Pitbull with Grillo. I don't know who Pitbull is. Who's Pitbull, Gary? Is that a rap guy? Pitbull? All right, here's Pitbull with Grillo. Right?
Now, who do they think's panties smell better, Britney Spears and Nelly Furtado?
Panty, yo no sé cómo se dice, se huele más mejor de Britney Spears o Nelly Furtado.
Thank you.
Can somebody interpret for us now?
Yeah, that was a guy who only speaks Spanish, and his interpreter had to ask him that stupid question. Anyway, there he is, Steve Grillo out there.
I love that.
He's working the red carpet. What can I tell you? Hey, by the way, before I get off the topic of Steve Grillo, I was just talking about him. It's great. He sent this email. Steve Grillo. Oh, it's not an email. This is from his, what do you call that, Facebook page.
Okay.
It says, Steve Grillo just finished packing for my trip to L.A. Next stop, the Big Brother, finally. So I guess it was a dream of his to go to Big Brother because he goes, next step, the Big Brother, finally.
What do you mean? He's going to be...
I guess he's got... So I said to Gary, this must mean that Steve Grillo...
Is he trying out for Big Brother?
So I thought, he goes, Howard, the reason I gave you that is he's trying to say finale, but he spelled it Finally.
Finally is finale.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it is finally. It's finally over.
I mean, Facebook is exposing more people as retarded. You know, Facebook requires that you have to spell. Because, first of all, even if there was a spell check, finally
is not a word.
He didn't misspell finally, except he's trying to say finale. Like, wouldn't you go into your word processor because you don't want to look like an idiot and try to figure out how to spell finale? Or
Unless
something?
he's probably sure that that's how you spell it.
Well, yeah, that's why he doesn't check. He does the spell check. He thinks that's the word.
If I was sort of retarded like this, I would never write on Facebook. I would be so humiliated by...
But you'd have to know that.
Yeah. I'm one of those guys with my BlackBerry, when I text people, I insist on spelling everything. Like, you're supposed to allow the mistakes to just happen so you can quickly...
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't sit and correct every word, but you feel retarded.
Yeah, I'm always spell checking, and, when I think I know that I've made a mistake.
Well, my big thumbs hit all the wrong keys, so, like, everything's sort of...
You'd have a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, I have a lot, but I have to go back and correct them because I don't want people to think I'm retarded. But Jesus Christ, Big Brother, finally. It's the Big Brother, finally.
Whose panties do you think smell better, Britney Spears or Nelly Furtado?
Nelly's. Nelly's.
Whose panties do you think smell better, Britney Spears or Nelly Furtado?
No, wait, Nelly Furtado's they both had kids. Nelly Furtado's Canadian, so I'm taking her maple syrup panties.
Who do they think's panties smell better, Britney Spears or Nelly Furtado? Whose panties do you think smell better, Britney Spears or Nelly Furtado?
Oh, come on, dude. That's a weird question, dude.
Whose panties do you think smell better, Britney Spears or Nelly Furtado?
Nelly Furtado.
Whose panties do you think smell better, Nelly Furtado's or Pink's? Whose panties smell better, Nelly Furtado or Pink?
Pinks. Pinks.
Nelly Furtado. I would hope. I don't know.
Whose panties smell better? Whose panties smell better, Britney Spears or Nelly Furtado?
I've only smelled my wife's panties.
Whose panties do you think smell better, Britney Spears or Nelly Furtado's?
I have no idea. That's so strange.
Whose panties do you think smell better, Britney Spears or Nelly Furtado's? Whose panties smell better, Nelly Furtado's or Britney Spears?
Mix of both.
Whose panties do you think smell better, Britney Spears or Nelly Furtado's?
Ew, I'm not answering that.
Whose panties do you think smell better, Britney Spears or Nelly Furtado's?
Oh, that's a good one.
Nelly Spears.
Whose panties smell better? Come on. Whose panties smell better, Nelly Furtado's or Britney Spears?
Britney Spears is younger, right?
Whose panties do you think smell better, Britney Spears or Nelly Furtado's?
I happen to know that Nelly Furtado smell better.
Oh, nice. Whose panties smell better, yours or Britney Spears?
Jamie, you're on the air.
Hey now.
Hey now. Come on, man. Let's do it.
Quit whining, Howard.
Who's whining?
Supermodel girl. You got all the money in the world, and you're whining that your girl's away?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I whine about that?
You whine too much. I love you. I love you.
You whine too much. Why the f- do I bother with this audience?
Yeah, I love it.
I'm so sick of my goddamn audience. I've had it with you guys. Tune into that terrestrial radio. Do me a favor. Leave me alone. Why me?
Hey, let me play a game or something.
You know, I'm all gamed out. Gary,
Artie, you're
right?
the man. You're the man, Artie.
Gary, am I all gamed out?
What's that?
Am I all gamed out? I mean, we gave away the money and all that?
Oh no, I got a couple of games.
You got any money?
Yeah, I got some money. I got it.
You want to let this guy play a game?
Yeah, please.
All right. Suddenly I'm not such a whiner, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your
Suddenly
life.
you're okay.
You're the man, Howard.
Yeah, suddenly I'm the man.
I got some questions left from that homeless lady that we used a bunch of times.
Okay.
I got some questions left from the girl that was here, Sara, the girl that was here last week, from the world's strongest naked woman.
Oh, you still have more of
Some
those?
more of hers.
Oh, wow. All right.
God,
And I got an
ask her
Amish game.
1,000 questions.
Let's go to Sara. She's still good.
Yeah, go to her. Baba Booey. He's got the games. And you got money for this guy? So you should give me the plug while you're loading the thing.
What?
He's loading in the CD player with the game. I said, you should hand me the plug so while you're loading, I'd have something to do.
And what did he say?
He said, you're absolutely right.
Oh.
I don't argue.
Doesn't argue. Okay, here we go. You know the trick. You got to get 5 of these right. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna give you like a practice question because you know the game.
Yeah, we know the routine.
All right, here we go.
Who was shot in Ford's Theater?
Who was shot in Ford Theater?
Now, does
No way.
this guy know?
No way.
Do you know?
Lincoln, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was shot in a temple.
No, in the temple in Ford's Theater.
I see. All right. Yes, you're right. Lincoln was shot at Ford's Theater. Is it Ford's Theater or Ford Theater?
I think it's Ford.
Okay.
It's Ford's?
I think there's an S, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. All right, you say no way?
No way.
I agree with you.
Malcolm X.
Good guess, though. At least
Where was Malcolm X shot? Do you know?
he was actually shot in a theater.
In the temple.
That's all I know.
But it was not Ford Theater. All right, so you got that one right. Here we go.
Who said, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country?
Yeah, I can't imagine she knows that.
Now, she took that breath that sometimes means she knows it.
Yeah, sometimes she breathes in real quick, which means she's anxious to get the answer out.
Yeah, no. No way.
No way. Okay. I think I agree with you.
Abraham Lincoln.
Wow, she took that breath for no reason.
It's kind of funny, like, she came up with Lincoln, like, one question too late.
Maybe she's behind a question.
You're like an audio dyslexia. Right, here we go.
Where is the Nile River?
All right, would you know the answer to that?
No, I don't.
Holy mackerel. Jamie,
You don't know that.
what grade
pretty
did
bad,
you?
huh?
Did you drop out of school in the second grade?
No, third.
Third grade. You don't know the answer to that? Where the Nile River is?
No, I don't.
What do you do for a living?
I work at a paper mill.
A what?
Paper mill?
You work at a paper mill in Buffalo? I didn't even know they still had a paper mill in America.
It's actually Niagara Falls, but
No
yeah.
kidding. All right.
same thing.
Well, then you don't even need to know that.
No, I don't. Not at all.
I don't even know how they make paper. I know they take trees and chop them up like mashed potatoes, and then they like dry out the mashed potatoes, and it turns into paper. Is that how it works?
Yeah, well, we get all like the old cardboard from like either supermarkets that they recycle,
Yeah.
and then they put them in these big pulpers, they call them, and they melt it down pretty much, you know. And
And then what do you make out of it?
we make these big rolls of paper that end up going into cardboard. It's like a.
Isn't it
I don't know.
weird? You take cardboard and shit, you melt it down, and then you make cardboard. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah.
pretty much the thing, you know.
But that's good because then we're not filling up the landfill.
That's
No, it's completely, it's all recycling, you know, so I guess that's pretty good, too.
No, that's nice stuff. No, the Nile, I believe, is in Egypt.
Yes, you're right.
All right,
yeah,
now
you're
you think-
definitely-
Now you remember, right?
yeah, when you say it, yeah. She's not going to know that, though.
Okay, here we go.
Canada.
Wow.
Wow, that's bad.
That's a bad.
I knew it wasn't in Canada. I could have told you that.
Bro, you won already.
I won?
Yeah, you got $500 cash and $500 Steven Singer gift card, courtesy of
Sweet.
Steven Singer Jewelers. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com.
You're the man, Howard.
Don't feel bad about the Nile. I don't know where anything is either. Honestly, I don't.
Yeah, but you knew that she would. No, that's the key.
That's the key. You don't even need to know. All right. Hold the line, Jamie. We'll give you your money.
Okay, thanks a lot, guys.
That was too easy. Boy, that girl really doesn't know anything, does she?
Very little.
But she was hot.
Was she?
Yeah, she was cute. I mean, she was, in a way you'd want to bang her.
See, I don't know. She was very annoying.
No.
That's all I could tell.
99% of the people you'll date in your life are annoying.
Really?
When you find that one or two people that don't annoy the shit out of you, that's when you get married. That's when you're going to know you're going to get married, Rob.
I see.
What do the stars on the U.S. flag represent?
She might know that. She breathed in.
No, she just breathed out.
It just fit good on the flag.
Just maybe she's on an oxygen tank.
You got asthma. We just had a homeless person who knew the answer to that question.
Yeah.
So
she has a home, but she didn't know the answer.
Yeah.
What'd she say? They just fit good on the
They
flag?
fit good.
All right. They look good.
Who is the vice president of the United States?
No way. If she pulled out the name Biden,
yeah,
I would be I don't even know what I would do.
Ask her name one vice president in history.
If she pulls out the name Biden, what would I do? I could do something. I mean, because
you can sing a song and be very embarrassing.
I'll sing a song.
Yeah, that's what you could do.
There's no way she knows that. President Fuck.
Jesus.
Vice President
Wait,
Jesus.
dude,
White
what's
dude.
his name?
What'd you say, white dude?
I can't really think of his name right now.
Yeah. Yeah, the only one, the person that was never, like a white dude that was vice president is Obama. Everyone else is a white dude.
That's cool. You got to say white dude out loud, though. We're making progress.
Right. Yeah. Can you believe we have a white dude as the vice president?
Yeah. I mean, she's,
What is Bin Laden's first name?
I bet you she'll know this.
Yeah, you got to know this, right?
I would think so.
I wonder if she know Hitler's first name. Osama bin Laden. She's got to know that.
Yeah.
It's just so... It's just... that guy gets more publicity than Jay Leno.
Bin Laden.
Uh-oh.
Bin.
Oh, my.
Good guess, though.
What's Bin Laden's first name?
Bin.
Did you think it was a trick question?
Yeah. Like, what color is George Washington's white horse?
Yeah. That's right. You're not getting me.
Who's in Grant's tomb?
Ben.
Wow. I thought for sure she'd know that. That's really ignorance.
Yeah.
She's awesome. We got to get her back in here.
That's being completely unaware.
Right.
How many sides are on an octagon?
She might know that because Octomom is 8, and you know what I mean?
But she doesn't know Bin Laden. Is she going to know Octomom?
I don't know. Like, maybe that kind of reached into her awareness.
I don't know.
Because she's got to be going.
Well, she is in the reality genre.
Yeah, she'd probably say, man, I got to have 8 kids so I can become famous.
6.
Oh, my God.
She defies all logic.
Yeah. Octo.
What is venison?
She's going to think that's a country.
City
She's
in
not
Italy.
going to know that's
Yeah, where they have the gondolas.
She doesn't know that's a nice name for, like, deer meat. We do that in our country, and on the world. We don't like to say, hey, I'm eating a cow. We call it steak. No one wants to say they're eating a deer. It's too repulsive. Or I'm eating a pig. I want to say I'm eating bacon. You know what I mean?
It's all in the name.
Yeah.
It's a place in Italy.
I knew it. She thinks it's the city.
Yeah.
Venison.
Venison. But how'd she even know where Venice was?
Name an amphibian.
Oh, could she know this?
Well, she did know a tadpole turned into a frog.
Yeah, but this is an amphibian.
That's a major jump.
That's a word. That's a very, very
big leap.
Yeah. She doesn't know what that amphibian is.
It's like a lie.
Oh, an amphibian is a lie.
Yeah, that's okay. There you go. Amphibian. A fib.
Well, there's logic to it. Yeah.
I am amphibian.
Just thinking it out.
When you think about it, that's what an amphibian should be. I am amphibian. Because I fib.
I'm going to ride on an amphibian.
How many world wars were there?
She might know that. Like, some random information might get into her.
What was this question?
He wants to know how many world wars there were. Will she say 2?
Now, this is something she could get right.
Right. If she doesn't know this, it's pretty bad.
4.
Oh, I see.
And she's certain.
Yeah, 4. She said it with certainty. What were the other 2, Robin? I don't even know.
I don't know. I missed them.
I'm Sal Gervinelli. Is the Grand Canyon in?
California.
Who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean?
And you.
No, well. Yeah.
Wait.
Who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean?
Hillary Clinton.
Animals appearing to sleep through the winter is called what?
Insomnia.
What is a herbivore?
Herpes.
Who was the first man to land on the moon? I know you know this. You're good.
What's his name? Can't think of it.
Yes.
Henry Hill.
Who discovered electricity?
Bulb? I don't know.
You're on the right track.
Bulb.
Who was shot in Ford's Theater?
Malcolm X.
Who said, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country?
Abraham.
Well, what president did John Wilkes
Oh,
shoot?
what president? Kennedy.
How many world wars were there?
4.
Who fought in the Civil War? And against, like, who was it? 2 sides, so it's us.
That was like us and the other country down somewhere.
What other country?
Oh, this isn't fair. Would you know the answers?
Yeah, but he can't.
Would you know the answer to this? All right. No, it was not like in here. So it's north and the south, right? All right. Civil.
That's awesome. What is the capital of New York?
Albany.
What does the D.C. stand for in Washington, D.C.?
I don't know that one.
D.C., give it a guess.
Duke. I don't know. I don't fucking know. What does it stand for? Curious.
Try to think what you think it stands for.
Oh, it stands for... District Center.
What is Obama's first and middle name?
His first name is Obama. So yeah?
Yeah, what's Obama's first and middle name?
His name's Obama. Henry.
Okay. Do you really think? Is that just like...
No, I don't. What is it? Henry?
It's close.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not at liberty
Dude,
to give the
I'm all
answers.
set. I don't...
You did great.
Thanks.
So, here's a lovely Sara.
Hey.
And she did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Do you want to say anything about the game? What'd you think of it?
The game was a lot of fun, but really hard. See ya.
Have a great time, Sara,
Thanks.
in Bermuda.
Bye.
Bye-bye, hon.
You're watching Howard TV's HD Clip of the Week.
And let's get to our game. Couples, as you know, there can be no hints.
Okay.
All right. So, I'm going to begin with Evil Dave and his partner, Angie. Remember, the couples that match the most walk away with $5,000.
Oh, my God.
That's good money. Dave, can you use $5,000?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's see what happens here.
Also, we should tell Angie that if you blink 3 times real quick, we will get you help.
Well, I'll take off my glasses.
George and Brad, I know you're very wealthy men, but I'm sure you could always use a $5,000.
We have a good charity to give it to.
Okay, that's very sweet. Blue Iris and Ron, I know you need the money, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so think carefully now when you answer. We're going to start with Dave and Angie. Robin, who's your money on?
I gotta say, it's gotta be Brad and George, don't you think?
What do you say, Artie?
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna put my cash on Blue Iris.
All right, and let's say no one is going with Evil
Nobody's
Dave and Angie.
taking Evil Dave and Angie.
You never know. All right, here we
Free
go.
country.
First question, free country, right? Here's the first question. Angie, we asked Dave, when your partner orgasms, where does the sperm go? Brad is laughing, but it's not your turn, Brad. Okay, Angie, so you're having sex with Dave.
Okay.
All right, try to picture that.
All right, try to imagine it.
Your wildest imagination.
And your partner has an orgasm.
Okay.
Somewhere that disgusting, gooey stuff has to go somewhere. Where does it go?
In me?
Inside of you is your answer.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a match. Dave said on the bed. He says he shoots his load onto the bed.
See, I told you they weren't having
I don't want to get you in trouble, for God's sakes. All right.
Why don't you know what goes inside of her?
Huh?
How do you not know what goes inside of her?
Well, you know.
Well, you know what? Angie, how could he not get that right?
I don't know. He's a little...
He's a little out of it. Have you
Right
been-
of center, yeah.
Okay, all right, okay.
Right of
I'm gonna
center?
I'm going to go to George, Takei, and Brad. George, when your partner orgasms, this is what we asked George, where does the sperm go?
When I have an orgasm.
No,
with
when George has the orgasm, where does the sperm
it
end
goes
up?
in me.
Where in you?
I think that's a clear enough answer, Howard.
Does it go... All you will say is be truthful.
In my mouth.
Well, let's hold up the
All
sign,
right, George,
and
hold
sure
up the
enough, there it is,
sign.
the mouth. You got it right. And, of course, you run into the bathroom and spit it out, and then gargle. We got the whole detail. Brad, congratulations. I'd spit it out, too.
Thank you for that.
That is a point on the board for our couple.
Brad, you and I have a lot in common. I would do the same thing.
Why not just swallow the whole thing?
I don't know. Didn't somebody say once that you shouldn't swallow?
Really?
I heard that semen might.
We might have said
do
that.
In it.
Yeah.
Do what?
I don't know. I thought
Bounce
it's not
back.
Clean.
Bounce back.
You heard
That's
it might
what
not
makes
be
babies.
Yeah.
George says he doesn't care that you go and spit it out. I thought maybe you would swallow it to show your love of George.
I'll start doing that.
Don't do us any favors.
It's okay. I totally understand your point of view. Believe me, I understand it. All right, Blue, Iris, and Ron. Ron, we said to Blue, when your partner orgasms, where does the sperm go? Ron, you certainly must know where it goes. Where does it go?
In her
Where?
mouth.
In her mouth. Blue,
And
hold
Blue
up the sign. And Blue, what did you say? You said mouth. All right, we've got a tie game now. Blue,
Two
Iris,
of our
and Ron.
couples are on the board.
All right, Evil Dave and Angie, you're going to have to do better. The second question. Let's start with George and Brad this time.
A lot of blowjobs going on.
Yeah. See, nobody's blowing me. All right. We said to George, Brad, what's your partner's favorite sexual position? What did he say? This is about you. What's your favorite sexual position?
Do I get multiple choice?
No, you don't. Just describe what your favorite is. What do you like the best?
Brad's favorite sexual position.
That's right.
Not George's.
That's right.
How do I describe that?
He can't help you.
Carefully.
I guess lying next to George in bed.
Go ahead.
No, no.
He can't answer. He can't answer. He can't
Masturbating.
answer.
Lying next
How
to
are
George
you when you're
Nestor?
lying? How on your stomach?
On my side.
On your side, lying on your side next to George. Well, let's take a look at what he said. He said you would say on his back, so we can't make it a match.
But no, George is on his back.
Yeah, but
I'm on my side.
But you like being on your side.
Well, you got to match.
You got to match the game. So
I don't know.
Well, you do it sometimes on
Isn't
your
there a
side,
judge?
sometimes on your back.
No. Well, let's go to Blue, Iris, and Ron. Ron, what did Blue say? What's your partner's favorite sexual position? What do you like best when you're with the lovely Blue Iris?
All fours.
All fours, doggy style. All right, that's fair enough. Let's see what the match is. Doggy style.
That's my team.
Wow, Blue, Iris, and Ron moving ahead with 2 points.
I didn't know anybody could match with Blue Iris.
Angie, we said the same thing to Evil Dave. If,
If you had to choose a position.
What's the fave?
I like missionary.
Missionary position. Let's hold up that sign. It's missionary. You're on the board.
Usually I do something right.
You sure do.
Thank you.
Right in center.
Next question, we go to Blue and Ron first. If you could change one thing about your partner, what would it be? So we said to Blue, you can change anything you want about Ron. What would it be?
Choose?
What did she choose?
She wanted to change.
I mean, you seem perfect to me.
Yeah, you got it.
But what would she change about you?
What should she change about me?
What's the one little thing?
One little thing.
One little thing.
Come on, we're running out of time. I'm going to have to give a no answer. Just come up with something quickly. I don't want to see you guys miss a point.
All right. Well, argue.
You argue too much. Well, no, I don't think that's a match. Blue, what did you say? Hold up the sign.
No.
You said more energy. She finds that you're older than her and you lack energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that true?
True.
Blue, well, he didn't get the match. I'm sorry.
Sorry
All right,
about
but you're
that.
still in the lead. Let's go to Evil Dave and Angie, who appear to be the mismatch of the century for some reason to us, but they've proven they are really lovers. All right. We said to Dave, if you could change one thing about Angie, what would it be?
He always says I'm too bossy.
Too bossy. Let's take a look. Dave, what did you have? Too bossy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at them coming
You know
on.
what? That's a real couple.
I mean, I think so.
Look at them coming on.
Brad, what did George say?
I kvetch too much.
What?
Kvetch.
Kvetch too much. You. When you say kvetch, you mean you.
What is it? Complain.
You complain too much.
Yeah.
All right, George, hold up the sign. You are too controlling.
Now, the judges, is that...
Well, that's part of
No.
kvetching.
Well, I'm sorry, it's not a match. It's just too broad a category. I'm going to have to take it
sorry,
away. I'm
George.
sorry. It's not a point.
Oh, dear.
All right. Well, we're going to get to our final question.
Semantics.
And the only reason this is the final question is because we are definitely not going to have a tie. I don't think. We're going to see. We might.
What's the score?
Well, actually, we might. Evil Dave and Angie have 2, and Blue Iris and Ron have 2 in a stunning upset so far. George and Brad are behind with only 1 point.
How could that be?
Shocking.
Kvetching is.
Hear the bell go to geography.
It's not controlling. It's complaining.
Well,
it's controlling is a different
it's
thing.
a way of.
I'm sorry, George.
Yeah, but you didn't say the thing.
Yes,
The judges agree with your call.
yes, the judges all agree. It's a bald director in the back there.
You've just watched Howard TV's HD Clip of the Week.